Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Hello, good morning, good evening, or good afternoon, good night. Welcome to my practice first laps in a GTE. I'm going to do GT and GT3 this week. I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I really need to work on my safety rating a little bit. It got absolutely hammered from Porsche Cups and stuff like that. So you are joining me for my first lap. I'm going to have to sort the brake out on this car because it's very locky-uppy, if that's even a word. So you might see me fine-tuning the brake just a tiny bit while I get things going. Appreciate you for joining me. Again, these are my first ever laps at Lemans on iRacing, so it should be fun. I know the track, but I know the track from like Project Cars 2. And there was another game I played it on too, so I've never done it on iRacing. So I'm wetting my beak. So yeah, I'm just trying to get some laps in and see what it's like first of all, and try and get the car sorted as well. There's a few things I do need to sort out here. Because that's pretty low for that. It's about 80, alright. And then this thing is perfect. Right, sweet. Again, yeah, so thank you for joining me. I appreciate anyone that comments on this video through either the live chat or the comments below. If you're watching this and I'm doing a mistake or I'm doing something internally wrong, please do tell me. Practice makes perfect, of course, but it helps having some insider information. It's a big old lap here, so I'm just going to try to get the wheel sorted and the brake sorted and then go from there. We're going to jump in again, so like I said, the GTE class and the GT3 class. So we'll be running the Ferrari in both of them. Ferrari GTE, Ferrari GT3. I'm also doing our live stream tonight, 7 days to die with Space Calorie. Looking forward to that. We've got day 21 hard night, and day 14, it just went tits up. The birdcage that we were in wasn't great, but we didn't have really ammunition to get through that night, to be fair. Plus, I've no idea why, but day 14 we were having zombie cops, army dudes come in. I don't understand how we have that many guys coming in on day 14. It's not meant to be like that. It's meant to be a chilled first 7 days, and then it's meant to be a little bit harder coming day 14 and then day 21. So God knows day 21 is going to be like, because if that's the difficulty of day 14, then Jesus Christ, we're in for an ass kicking. But we'll do our best. It was only mainly a runway, to be fair, and whatever else. And there was some spike traps, and there was a bit of barbed wire, basically, and then it was just down towards shooting. So this time round, I think we're going to have electrical traps up there. Hopefully I can get a blade trap or something like that, some auto turrets, some DPs, that sort of thing. So we'll crack on. Big love to S-Mac in the chat. Thanks for the brake bias suggestion, Jay. Hey, mate, you would have got there eventually with it, bro. You were absolutely flying in that series. I'm about to do a lot of brake bias checking on this thing because I don't need to be 100%. But yeah, no worries, man. I like checking in. It's a shame I'm just missing your live streams. I'm either half asleep or fully asleep when they come up. But yeah, it does help having it reared. It's a lot more twitchier. But the only thing I noticed really on that game of what you were having there is when you were doing your laps, when you were in the race, your rear brakes were absolutely freezing cold. Which means you're not going to get the peak performance out of them brakes all around. You're going to have better braking towards the front rather than the rear. You want to try and get a steady mix of that. I'm not sure about the tuning capabilities. Right, so hopefully we've done this right. Otherwise we're going to go back in and sort this out. But S-Man might be a good shout for what you need to do. That's better on the brakes already, I feel it. But already the brakes are feeling much better. I'll show you how I go about it. So just in the GT at the minute. Of course, cold tyres. I'm just learning the track, man, so please do bear with me with it. The force feedback is a little strong. Yo, Breeze as well, I see you in the chat, my friend. How are you? If you can close brake ducts on the rear, man, that'll be probably a blessing. Oh, you missed that one. I'm still locking up.
They say you cut the course. You'll have to slow down and you're at the front gate.
Close and open the brake. Yeah, I'd close them at the rears then, by click. Yo, Space, I just did my, what is it today as well, bro? My thumbnail. Big boobies. But, you know, if anything's going to attract people to turn up, it's big boobies. Hope you're well, my friend. Looking forward to it. I've got some alcohol. Oh man, I need to go so much slower. Again, the brakes are probably not where they need to be. Hello, Patton, my friend. It's nice to see you in there. I've not seen you for a little while, bro. Stay on the track. Solid advice, that is, first. Solid advice. I'm up against 3 different classes of car here, so we're the slower of the cars, definitely. So I'm going to have an LMPH come flying past me in a minute. I hope you're all well. Yeah, definitely close the rear ducts at 6, it'll help. He's not gaining as much as you think, I'm sure. But he should be coming into sight pretty quickly. Oh my god. Can't get it stopped at the minute. I'm on a standard setup as well. I don't know if I'll need high downforce or something, to be fair. It's all new to me, but I hope you're all well. Preparing for a race, I am. I'm doing GT3s and GTEs this week, so... And I haven't done this track before on iRacing, so... I've done the track before, but not on iRacing. Too much? Yeah, I'm way off at the minute. But yeah, I am practicing. Hopefully we've got a 24-hour team we're putting together. Team we're putting together for this event. And there's going to be probably 4 or 5 drivers, hopefully. Put the hair down for us. Hello, Shane Official Shorts. I think that's you again, Space, isn't it? Do remember to subscribe. Boom. Struggling to brake properly at the minute. It's going to be a cool race. It should be a really cool race. It should be something fun. Like I say, I've not done the track at all when I raced it, and I've barely done a lap of it without dying. Very famous track. I have a new livery for tonight's race. I will be tuning in. But Shane, Official Shorts, hello to you, my friend. Welcome into the stream. Appreciate it. Again, if you like what you see, are you a fan of racing or whatnot, do remember to drop a like and subscribe. We're trying to build up a little bit, I guess. I'm subscribed. Perfect. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate all you boys joining us. Again, we're just trying to dial in this setup at the minute. I think what we're going to do is we're going to change the brakes. A little more than what we have them at. So I'm struggling to get it stopped. Hopefully I'm going the right way with it. Chances are I'm probably not, but we'll see. Appreciate it, guys. Again, we've got a good, cool live stream coming tonight. 7 Days to Die with Space Gallery. Let me just find my e-cigarette. 1 second, guys. I'll turn the light on as well, aren't I? Professional streamer. Where's it gone? I must say I'm definitely struggling on the brakes at the minute. But I will get there. The right way? I will get there with it. And this is just dipping my toes in a minute. I'm trying to feel comfortable. I still feel like the rears are locking up. The fronts are locking up. Alright, let's try that. Hopefully nothing coming. Thank you, Jose. Didn't really need to do that. It's going to overtake me on the straight anyway, but... I must have thought I was on a lap, isn't it? Watch how fast this LMP comes through. It's going to be ridiculous. I'm just going to let him through. There's no point, it's going to come through at some point. I'd rather him do it before then. Right, this feels a bit better already. So yeah, the purpose of this is to try and get as much practice as I can, either for the hour races that they have with the GT3s. I'm not sure how long the I think the GTEs are actually an hour long, and the GT3s are like 20-minute races and other races, but there is a 24 coming up as well, so... Maybe the medium downforce is the way to go with it. Honestly, I don't know. All I know is I should be braking a lot. Sooner than I am. I'm just trying to dial that braking at the minute. Oh, I appreciate everybody that's left a like on the stream, of course. Thank you very much. The high downforce seems to be killing us off here. Maybe I should have gone medium. There's an LMPH that's going to catch us as well very quickly. Try and get comfortable with the car, but I appreciate anyone that has left a like. Thank you very much. I appreciate the support. This isn't going to be anything magnificent. It is pure practice. So this event in GTE is a mixture of 3 different car classes. The GTE that I'm in, that will undoubtedly be the slower, and then you've got the LMP2 cars, and then you've got the LMPH cars. These are hyper car, like electric things. Miles off. Don't know if I should be early shifting in these or what, but yeah, hopefully some team events as well. Oh shit, that's not the way we want to start a lap off. I am just using standard setups, I've not got an actual setup for this yet. All the time we've gained through this section, I think we're going to lose right now because of the setup that we've got on. Yeah, it's definitely the wrong setup to go for. I think it's a high downforce. But this is our first flying lap, so we'll see. I really need to get another monitor for chat or something instead of using the phone. Alright, let's see what we can do. Locked up. Not good. Didn't have a perfect, launch on the start finish either. But it is what it is. Again, it's practice, so we're not going to put too much emphasis and pressure on ourselves. Oh, we nearly threw that away. What is the times to beat at the minute? That cannot be right for the hour class. See how it goes. I think we've got the wrong setup on. But yeah, I appreciate everyone spending a little bit of time of the day with me. Legends. That was an off track. And these races here, these GTs, will require a pit stop as well, you know, so... I think with this Porsche curves and that lot, I just gotta take it a bit more slower. Mess that up. This should be flat, more than likely. Definitely flat. I think we should have sacrificed the first turn to set up the exit. In fact, I know that's what we should have done. Yeah, they're due to their LMP times. Do what they can. Try and bring that brake bias more central so we get a bit more even stopping. Still not stopping great. Got an LMP coming up my ass here. Probably need to come out this man's way. I won't be doing this in the race, they'll make their way around me, but there's no point getting in anyone's way in practice. Lots of time to be found. I think we'll go with the medium downforce next one. I could brake so much later. I'll do one more lap and then we'll bring it in and put a slightly medium downforce. It's alright going fast through the corners, but I cannot get this thing to perform well on the straights, which there are a lot of. It's very much compromise, so and I don't know where I need to be kind of brake bias wise either, but I'll have a setup for this car come the end of the day, so time should improve. Oh, we're out wide here. There's a lot more time in it. Seems to be getting like mad frame drops here for some reason. Every time. Alright, let's try one more time. Not quite sure how I managed that. When it told me I was down.
Sorry. No, you're alright.
Come on, bro. Cheers, Mark. I think the Porsche is probably going to be the quicker of the cars here, to be fair. Obviously braking too early for that. But the draft is just insane, man. He's not going to try and send it, is he? Surely not. Obviously I'm braking way early for a lot of these corners. I know he's got the draft behind me, but still. Definitely medium downforce. Or possibly low, I don't know. That's not good.
Go right.
Yeah, this high downforce is killing me. He's got the draft, but still. Time. Third gear, third gear, third gear. Yeah, I need to be a little quick, man. See where we're at with it. Hello, Carlo, mate. Yeah, I'm just practicing Lemans, mate, or trying to practice Lemans. So at the minute, another a couple of seconds here would put us in it. The fast guys are doing 51s, 351s, so we're a little way off that at the minute. Let's try. It's minimum downforce, medium downforce, low downforce. Let's try the low downforce. Because it is quick, but I mean, much quicker than we need to be. How are you doing anyway, Carlo? I hope you're doing well, my friend. GTE, bro, yeah, GTE, Mark. I got bullied into it by yourself, so I am doing the GTEs. I'm also going to do the GT3s too, but yeah, GTE at the minute. We're way off pace, but I was using the high downforce setup, so I'm guessing take the high downforce setup off. Probably some more time. I need to learn the track, or at least the braking points, you know. So it is. Low for now. I will send the setup. Waiting for Thomas. Sweet. I appreciate it, brother. So low downforce. I think we've got low downforce on. Yeah, low downforce. So yeah, just practicing the track. I think there's another couple of seconds in my lap, even with the high downforce setup. So I think we could be up with these guys. You know, we should just try and knock time off. Try and knock time off, and try and knock time off. You know. Yep, doing well. Also, I think minimum downforce is the way. Yeah, I think you're right, especially in these GT cars. They're not carrying much speed as it is. It's just another thing on the brakes as well is what's bothering me. I've just got to learn to be a bit more tender with it. And once I've got the confidence to brake where I'm braking, you know, I can start pushing a little bit. But at the minute, I'm a little off. Or a little off, quite a way off. But wait, it's all practice, man. JR, what's good, bud? I'm doing very well, mate. You're not doing any of your Call of Duty today, Kraz? It's good to see you doing your thing, mate. Very active. That's what we like to see. And you're an absolute beast on that game too, man. So appreciate you popping in, Kraz. Thank you for any of the likes anyone who's left, obviously. Turn into a YouTuber here. If you haven't subscribed, definitely bang on the subscribe notification. Or the thing underneath and support the channel. I appreciate it. Just a day of practice today. Or a day of trying to practice today. I hope you're well anyway, Chris. I hope your day's going alright, mate, and we get to see some content for you later. Have you done Lemans at all, Carlo, on iRacing? Yeah, it's learning curve. Never personally drove the GTs. Yeah. It's a different kettle of fish as GTs. You are potentially going slower, but the brakes seem to be a little bit more switchy, we'll say. So running the low downforce here, and the thing is, it is the outlap, so the tyres are going to be cold. So it's hard to get a real feel for it at the minute. Wait for him to come in a little bit. It's probably an off track, right? No, it wasn't. I can take the piss there, right? Okay. Good to know. Oh, look at that, even on my Delta now, taking the time off. And I've got that corner pretty much wrong. Appreciate you, bud. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate the grind. I actually learned something when it comes to Call of Duty as well. Yes, this is definitely the way to go with the slow down force. Oh, I got slow down, really. But yeah, it's just learning this track, man, and where I can and can't. Take the mickey a little bit. Watching Brooker earlier on, he's doing his Bathurst practice. He actually did a race, nearly got podium as well. With minimal practice, man, that guy's flying. Gotta wait for these tyres to come in, I think. Just messing around with brake balance at the minute. No, I don't have the LMP. No, I don't have the LMPH, man. I think I spent 20 British pounds just getting this track and the GT. I do have a GT3 car, so yeah, I had to buy the track and the car this week. Or today. But I can see lap time just draining off because of the minimal downforce. And the tyres are not remotely warmed up yet. So I should be able to... just knock some time off. Just with going in a straight line, you know. Plus it was a scrappy lap. Oh god. I feel like there's a lot more engine braking with lift off and lift back on with the GTE. See how it goes. Am I early shifted in this as well, Mark? Oh, I blocked up like an idiot. It's the only thing about this as well, if you do that right at the start of the lap, then we're totally screwed. I understand we've got to slow down, I just don't want to slow down in this bit. But it gives us something to do, right? Something to... Nice drive. I'm trying, buddy. I'm trying, but it's just learning this bloody track. Planning on doing some Bathurst 1000 next month on iRacing. Legend, man. Like I say, we were nearly going to do the Radicals this week, and it's at Bathurst as well. Oh yeah, now the tyres are warmed up, this is much better. Try not to kill the start next time. So we're 5 seconds down here. We've theoretically lost loads of time, obviously letting the car through. But if you look at the delta at the top there, look at the time draining away, that's what we're making back up. You've got to think there's more time in this lap. That's another off track now there. It is. Maybe I need to brake a little sooner. Like a mini game with the delta at the top of that. See what we can get back by the end of the lap. Shame we screwed up the start of that lap. But if I've got a feeling, because this is now a low downforce setup, I'll need to brake a little bit earlier than what I have been. No idea if that's the first gear corner. I highly doubt it. You turned in so much earlier there. Let's try to set this up properly. Go, go, go! Oh, bro, done it again. Son of a bitch! Oh, this is gonna get harder and harder. I'm sharing you too, bro. You're a legend, Crazy. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, I don't currently have access to my card, so all the money I have in cash, so I can't renew my iRacing subscription until September. It's not too far away, brother. It's not too far. Man like JR, man like AMG Denz, the king of Lemans. How are you all doing? I'm in the GT at the minute. So, trying to get the brakes sorted, which evidently isn't happening yet. I'm on a low downforce setup. We're on a high at first, so bleeding time. But I hope you're well, Dens. Just trying to get my eye in for the GT classes. Is it going well? Probably not as well as it could be, but it's all practice. Every lap is a practice lap. So I'll try my best. I feel like the brakes are a little off for me. Should have probably gone rearwards with them, but what are you gonna do, right? Just trying to get as much practice in because I've got a live stream tonight on 7 Days to Die. Just trying to get my eye in. I've got an LMP coming up my ass in a minute. Or an LMPH. So yeah, all the time I game with the, obviously the high downforce setup is probably through the Porsche curves and the rest of it, so. This should just be flat down, I should be able to recover it. And this is another thing, I've got to try and survive all the traffic in these GT3 races, because obviously we're the ones that are going to get bullied a lot. See if I can't mess up the very start of the race again. No, the very first corner of the race. It's difficult, man. I feel like I'm braking, but evidently not good enough. Oh, that was tame, but... Oh, big jump. Come on, Junior, grow some fucking bollocks. Why do I need to be back on track there? Right, that was okay. Flight simulator. Yeah, that's it. It's just getting. I said, the more practice I do, the better it's going to become, no doubt. But that flight simulator with you, man. I'm changing down too quick into second. I need to wait. Man. Fuck, this car's coming up super quick. Is he gonna send it? Yes, is the question to that one. That's what a clean bloody lap in, man. So much time to be going if I can just get the first little bit right. So ignore that. Well, why am I locking up? There's no more pressure being held into the brakes. Makes no sense. Try and get across that curve, man. Maybe I've got to cut that. Yeah. It's not helping me on the exit. I need to cut the entrance to that to be anywhere near where I need to be. Can we finally get this corner right? Join us next time. Pussy. I just didn't want to invalidate the lap. Ugh. Guaranteed a good lap. Yeah, I know. I think even the last lap I wasn't that far off the fast lap that the fastest lap that we've managed to put in. Oh, fuck off! I'm obviously just braking too late. Not too much, I don't know, we're gonna have to sort this brake pedal out properly. It should be at least a second or two up. Easy. This should be where we're making all the time, and I... keep throwing it away. I apologise for ignoring the chat. I would like to put in a good lap for you, but... or at least a better lap. Got people joining in and out of the lobbies all the time, and it's... oh my gosh. It's not happening. It seems to just be more stamping on the brake for me. I get more stopping power, or it's less prone to locking for some reason. Which makes no fucking sense. But I think there's at least a second or two in the lap. I think there's probably 3. At my current state and the way I'm braking and the rest of the shit, I think there's a lot more time in it. Now that was an off track. Cheeky. I know I can do it. This is the frustrating thing about it, is I know I can go a lot quicker. Right, cut as much as the entrance. No, I missed it again! Wow. what brake pads did you go for on the setup menu? I have no idea of the different brake pads to this. That's how much I know, mate. I have no idea what brake pads. It just went low downforce, so I'm not sure if there are. How? And where? Didn't realise there were brake pads. Let me have a look. This is GT after all, mate. It's not brake pads. Hopefully I'll have a setup for this later as well. ABS blades, is that what I'm looking at here? Front brake pads, brake bias, traction zone. I guess fuel as well. If I take all that bloody fuel out of it, I'll probably get anti-roll bar blades. Drivetrain. We can sort of look. There's loads of this shit we can sort out. Where is the brake pads, man? There's different pads which affect the sensitivity of locking. The soft ones will lock less but increase your stopping distance. And vice versa. What am I not looking at here? Brake pressure bias. Blah blah. What's none of that? Right, spring offset. None of that's there. That's the rear. Why am I looking at brake pads? Well, I'm sure it's there, but I'm just like clutch plates, preload. Where's the brake pads? Wing setting. It's the top of that chassis menu. I appreciate that. Thank God for that. So these, what these? That's not anti-rear. That's the anti-roll bars, right? 4. Oh, brake pads, fuck off. I see it now. It says it at the top of the front. Yeah, I see the brake pads now. So what we're suggesting, low friction, I'm guessing. The soft ones will lock less, but increases your stopping distance. Soft. So low friction. I'm guessing low friction. The 6 ones down. The 6 ones down. What am I looking at? Yeah, low friction, I'm guessing. Other than high friction. So I don't want the high friction to be a pain in the ass, I'm guessing. We could take some fuel out as well. I doubt we're going to need 56 gallons. How many laps do we get to that though, you know? Let's just start with what we know we can run with. And again, we should have some setups for this later on, so... Yeah, you got it now. Appreciate that, might do, but might help. But I'm driving like a nugget as well, so... It doesn't help. Plus my dog ate my homework. Is that an off track? No? So piss there, and I can run out wide here, I'm guessing, just not hit them chevrons. Will the brake pads wear? No, yeah, obviously we're doing like an hour race. Will I feel that performance go off? Dude, I ain't got nothing. Yeah, go low friction ago and then eventually move it back to medium. Yeah, I'll try to just get the hang of it, I guess. Carlo reckons I've got at least 4 seconds just on these straight things. Appreciate that, Deds. It's a good eye opener at least. Hopefully for tomorrow and whatnot, I'll have some setups courtesy of Mark, who's in the team, so we can try some stuff out. Oh yeah, these brake pads are the way to go. I've gone wide here, but just get Brooker to do Lemans, but he says he's bored going up and down the straight, so he's doing the Bathurst racing this week with the Radicals, which I probably should have picked in all honesty. Yeah, these pads seem to be making a massive difference. Thank you. Brake page, right. Oh shit, concentrate. Oh, it's night and day. Probably lose some time going through the Porsche curves and whatnot because of the lap we set, which was on the high downforce one. But I can't imagine we're going to lose 3 seconds. This is a bit of a write-off lap, this doesn't matter too much. It's another pain in the ass that I've got to get right here. This thing, do I just launch it over here? Yeah, I do. Let's try not to die this time. I'm probably going to. It's going to be frustrating for you guys to keep watching. Maybe a little too optimistic there. We'll see. My optimals are 354 now, so that's nice. No one coming. See if we can get the braking point right. So we're an idiot. I don't think it was clean, but it'll do. Get this right. Oh, I put it into second real too quick. Sideways, lost a bit of time. A lot of time. Third is entry, second is the second phase of that, definitely. Like I said, it's all just practice. Too fast. Oh, it's amusing. Oh well, how's it going there? Slow, Briz. Slow work. But as long as you guys are bad at amusing, I guess that's the main thing, right? It's fun though, I like the track combination. GT3 is going to be interesting. Missed the curb and I let off like a dickhead. Apparently I hit the wall. No. It's very challenging. Should be fun with a lot of cars on track. At 55, I'm guessing, that's not overly bad compared to what all the quick guys are doing, but we've still got a lot of room to improve. Braking way early. Loads of time left in there. We're looking forward to seeing your livery as well, Briz. Or your new one. Don't know how we lost the exit speed like we did. I'm guessing those guys that are doing them times as well are going to be more than likely low fuel. Wow, we lost a lot of time. So not too far off our, what is it, optimal times. How we're not making up any time, I don't know. Well, we got damage from something. Must have damage from something in the wall, I don't know. Oh shit, bad, we're definitely gonna have damage now. Yeah, we're definitely improving. Okay, I think we're kind of in there at the minute, you know, 55s, 54s, so these guys, right, so I need to be, I need to find at least a couple of seconds. I think we can knock a second off our lap time. That's simple enough. 0x. What bullshit's that? Okay. So there's a lot of time to move up, but again, we're just on a standard setup at the minute, so I'm guessing once we've got a proper setup on it, we'll be able to gain a couple of seconds. We can get into like the 53s, 52s, should be semi-competitive. Alright. Upper click. Yeah, definitely the what seems to be helping. The brake pads at the very least. There's still a lot of time in the lap, I think. Let's take some fuel out like Carlo suggested. Just go for a blast. Hopefully I can save this setup a little bit, you know, something like that. Interesting place to park. I need to go like lighter at the front. Yeah, it feels a little more stable to put the power down at least. Probably the gears, I don't know whether I should be changing once it red lines. Feels like short shifting's the way to go. Too much. Pushing too hard then. Fresh tyres. Oh, sweet. I'll find some of that I like, but I imagine the paid setup is going to be 20 times better. It's 2 cents just off the exit of there. Feels better to push. I'm turning way too late. Alright, let's... .4 is my relative apparently. Can I get away with that? Yeah, I can get away with that. Okay. Even with the traction control, man, I did think the car was just unbalanced when I went across that bit. Maybe TC2, maybe the other TC. It's definitely an off track, right? No? Yeah.
You'll have to slow down and give up the time game.
Come on. So much shit we could sort out in here, and I don't have a clue what any of it does particularly. Like with the preload, man, that would be good to figure out. Like, the course seems to slow it down so much when you're off the throttle. Like it almost bumps it forward. Is what it is. Alright. I'll do a few more laps, see if I can get some pace up, and then I'll jump into the GT3s. Brake balance fucking short, man. I want a brake just past here. Didn't realise I can sort traction control out on the move. I think we've knocked like 5 seconds off our time just with the first couple of laps we did, so. Looking good. Definitely some time in there, but it's just getting all the lap together. Fuck it. Keep it pinned. We're on an out lap, so it's just pointless. Relatives now in the 53s, so we're winning on paper. I think we can be in the 53s. Which would put us like... I don't know, because I'm not looking at myself. Which would put us like in with a shout with being up these guys. It's difficult, man. You mess up the start of that lap and it's the whole lap is done. It's weird. Alright, let's save that setup. No, we saved it, we can just... So it's done now. Jump into the GT3 car. Which again should be interesting. Just got the practicing. Where was it? Practice, practice, practice. Yes. And jump in. And jump in. It's going to take some getting used to. I've got a feeling I'm not going to put my foot in it, but I've got a feeling I should be better in the Ferrari than the GT3. But we'll see how it goes. Seven likes, I really appreciate it, Ollie boys. A legendary. What's happening? Right, we're loaded up. I'll be back in a second. I do need a drink. Non-alcoholic. And thank you, Dennis, for your tips and help. I appreciate it, brother. There's nobody there, buddy. Sorry guys, I was just watching young Brookside doing his race. Must have damage, isn't it? Ooh, nice one. MP7. Right, let's do this. Again, no setups. Oh, which one do you go with? Oh, low down first. Sprint, I'm guessing. Look at me. See what it's like, because I can apply, I can change them, can't I? Alright, what time do we need to set? Be in the 50, what, 3 minutes 54? What was I doing? 4 minute 50 something in these GTs. God knows. Let's go out there and do some laps. I'll send you a message in 5 minutes. You're on Discord. I am on Discord. I'm not in any voice chats or whatever, but I do have it open, man. I'd be willing to jump on. But yeah, I'm just trying not to die at the minute. It's proving difficult. But I appreciate it, mate. Yeah, I'm just waiting on my actor. This entrance, I don't know if I was starting. This automatically feels better. Some frame drops here and there. It's not like it. Whoa, I'm getting some huge frame drops. I don't need to sort something out here with my frames dropping every time we go past the pit lane. Okay. These automatically feel better. I'm not fast in the well, any of the cars to be fair, but again these are open setup, so that's what we'll put. That's my excuse, and I'll stick with it. I feel like I need to start the steering rack out on here. Is it rapid? What times are you doing, man? Because I did a Ferrari and I think I was barely into the 54s. Maybe I could have done a 53 if I... But I am on just a standard low downforce setup, so... I guess there's probably some more time now. Into the GT3s now, S-Mac. And I need to be at least into the... Oh, these just drive so much different. Beamer's just driving away from me on the straights. You gotta love it. How much can we push here? Oh shit, bad. No! Pull off the side. Yeah, the GT3, I mean, we're going to try getting an endurance team together, but I think we're all in kind of different cars at the minute. Holy shit, man. Music Daytona. So much shit we can change. But we're on an outlap, essentially pushing, which is ridiculous, man. Shift to fourth, let the car course. I'm not sure about that, S-Mac. It's debatable if it is. But I think this car, even though I was sliding around there, car feels a bit more manageable to me. Like I can brake where I think I can brake, so yeah, I'm used to the GTEs and the other ones are gonna be a pain. But what times are you doing in the RSR, mate? I'm getting some major frame drops here. I guess it's still rear wheel drive. Maybe the Audi TT is actually front wheel drive, I'm not sure. It's got to be rear, right? No, I still think it's a front wheel drive car. Stretching out the gears. BMW, that's what you want, S-Mac. Oh, that's enough to slow down, right? Feels a lot lighter, holy shit. Don't like that at all. Taking the kids to our state fair tomorrow. Good man. Hey, you got priorities at the end of the day and night. I know how that goes. Please slow down. Oh! What was that? Is there a fucking drain post underneath there that's hid away or something? fourth into here. I feel like I'm sideways, man. A lot. Holy shit. Have I damaged the car or something? My wheel doesn't feel straight. That's a slowdown.
You got a penalty for cutting the cord.
Don't think we got away with that one. The fuck? Oh, the car's definitely damaged. Hey JR, what are you driving? I am in the... Well, I was in half a Ferrari there. I got the S-Line too. They've got the S-Line, the Audi A3s I know have got like a Triptronic transmission. And they're absolutely rapid, like nearly 400 brake horsepower man. A6, right, I thought you drove an Audi T2 for a second there. That's a Volkswagen, right? No, Volkswagen. No, it's a Volvo. It's a T something or other. Safe cars apparently. I've driven one before. Just put that back to where it was. So obviously it's just a case of... Is the low downforce going to be any good here for this car? It feels like it's sketchy and what is it stuff? Like medium downforce might be the way to go. Like now I'm sliding. I know I'm on my outlet, but... Holy fucking shit, man. Let's put the medium downforce on and go from there. Bit of a baptism of fire, this. Looking for a second Audi or Porsche project. Self a BMW, buddy. Although I do like the A6s and whatnot. They're just cruising cars, you know. Proper saloon. Honestly thought you'd have like a Mustang over there or a Holden or something. Something more Aussie. Oh my shitting god. Oh, you're an absolute legend then, thank you. I shall definitely be checking. I'm even just trying to get used to this bloody thing. With it being as sketchy as it is. Thank you, my dude.
Yeah.
Just want to try and have one completed lap. Have a banker in there. I think medium downforce is probably the way to go. But looks like I am losing on the straights considerably, but I am having a poorer exit, so maybe low downforce. I don't know. Obviously, I've got no indication of judgment. Of what I should be doing. But I'm definitely losing time with this medium downforce setup. By a long shot. Whatever time I make up with the corners, I'm losing, so it's definitely another low downforce. It's got to be, right? Yeah, I'll definitely. It's more than likely going to be the Ferrari, and I think you've got the Ferrari anyway, bro. So. Nice to get a completely lap in, but I can't help feeling like I've got the wrong setup on for this. Like I'm just watching the time drain away, and then this is meant to be medium downforce over the low downforce, so this is where I'm meant to at least make up some time. Just get a banker lap in and I'm going to bang a setup on, hopefully. Not cut the shit out of these curves again. Oh really? Only that much? It's no wonder this is a sprint then in these guys. Yeah, you've said it twice, Jeff. Shut up. Well, tyres are gripping a lot better than they did on the outlet. So at least my optimal lap is telling me I should be in the 3-minute mark, so that's good news. But yeah, we're definitely losing some time on the straight because of it then. But yeah, have a fun day at the fair tomorrow, my friend. I know you will. You're a good dad, you've got your priorities in the right place, and as dads we know that racing is challenging. And you're like me, dude, I can only get on if they're not in the house or if they're in bed. And you know, when it comes to 7, 8 o'clock at night and you've had a full day of crazy kids running around, you know what I mean? Most of the time you don't actually want to go there. It's like, Jesus Christ, just stick a movie on and just chill out. So it's hard work. I've got some real learning to do with this track. Super difficult, super complex. thing about the first sector is if you just nail that wrong, you get slowed down. And you lose the draft everyone in front because you've got to slow down and give it that time. You're absolutely naffed. So yeah, 6 gears losing time here. I definitely slower the subs. That was sketchy. Oh, overcookness. Get this lap in hopefully, and then put the setup on. Wow, it's 10, man. Super turn. Hey, we've got a banker in, we've got a lap on the bar, haven't we? Yeah, I'm on Lights Kelsey, but your server was full, so if you want to join the server I'm in, it's quiet at the moment. I will definitely join the server you're in. I imagine you're going to be far out where in mine, brother. Are you, which one are you in? Which server are you in? Where is he? Where is... Are you in your own server or... Fucked if I can see you. I'm gonna have to jump out of here and jump back in. I'll jump up. Press on your name at least, I think. 57.8. Which puts me... Well, we need to find some more time. Okay. Let's try and find Mr. Dens. Try and download that server. I've got 6 notifications on here. From what? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Oh, why aren't you letting me do it? Oh, and I better start shutting out the fucking service, man. Completely new session. You one was completely maxed. Okay. I'll jump into the what is it session, and at least I can try and find your name and jump in. Alright, I see. Come on, let me jump in then. Go, join in. Oh, what an absolute legend. Thank you, Dens, my friend, I appreciate that. What a dude. What a dude. Now I've just got to find this stupid file to put it in. Should make it the easiest I can do. Thank you, my friend. It's gonna help to no end. Just gotta find the fucking car now. Hopefully that is right. Can't imagine it's not. Oh. It's a popular combo, so the server's full up quick. Yeah, it's going to be a mission probably to get in there with you, my friend. I imagine it is going to be that way anyway. My server was full, but I only see like 5 or 6 people in the booker. It says it's full, but I don't see any of them. Are you not in your, what is it, bro? You're not in the Mandem chat or anything while you're doing these laps? You're not in the server session, oh shit. When you walk, there we go, through a storm, hold your head up high, because we should have beat Chelsea the other day. But let's face it, we've drawn every game for the last 600 years apparently, man. What a joke. And then I watched the Man U game the other day with Wolves, and how Wolves have not beaten Man United, I have no idea. Like, absolutely no idea. You could say they deserved what happened to them with it being 1-0, but even like watching the highlights afterwards, I don't know what I did, but even watching the highlights afterwards, it was just Wolves missing chances. I think Man United had like maybe 2 passes that were in the highlight, and one of them managed to be a goal. I think it's going to let me join you. I'll jump in the Mandem chat, give me 2 seconds. I will give you 3.5. I need to make a coffee as well. It's been a long day. What are we on? We're in at 5 o'clock. I've got 2 hours. 2 hours to practice. Two hours. Bum, 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 bum. See, could I turn Steam off? Can I turn Steam off and still play this? I wonder. And I wonder. Oh, why I wonder. Why? So I'm in a lobby with only 11 people in, so you should be able to join up on the name. So I'm in the second one. Where are you? I don't see you at all in the... Oh, there he is. You're in the second. So we are in the one together. Perfect. Look at those ping buddies. 58, 58. Says we're in. Oh, there's only 13 fucking minutes left, this thing. Why is it waiting? Hey, thank God for that. If Den comes in a second, tell him I've gone to go and make a coffee. Oh, there's only 13 minutes left this session. I've probably got enough time to bloody warm up the tyres. Why is it waiting though? Why is it giving me the flag here? Why can't I come into the session? Session state is checkered flag. Motherfucker. Alright, I'll wait for him to get in and we'll jump into one. No, it's not in yet. Excuse me, last in here. Okay, right, pulling up to the rig. It's definitely not in yet, which is fine. But I need to jump into lobby that's active at least. Which should be one of these 10. We could join lobby 2, I guess. There's only 11 people in it. But let's go in 10, which might be the one we're in, to be fair.
Broski.
Oh, there we go. The man, the myth, the legend that is. How are you doing?
all good, man. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, pal. I'm just trying to find an actual group, a lobby that we could jump into. Half of them are all like dead, so I mean we could jump into lobby 2, I guess, or lobby 3. I don't know.
Yeah, let me just check it out, man. VRS Sprint. And then. Oh shoot! Oh wait, yeah, that should be it.
I'm gonna need to. Yeah, what I'm gonna need to do is actually join a different lobby, I guess. Yeah, disconnect.
Yeah, you're gonna have to, bro, because that one's expired. But there's a new one, bro. It's got the session code 298 on the session screen when you join. It's right underneath the race server.
I know it seems obvious to you, but wait till I get in there. 292.
298.
298. Oh, there we go. Yeah. Speckens the English German server.
Oh, yeah.
So for those that don't know, we've got the silky voice in the chat right now. This is AMG Dens. He's absolute legend of iRacing. I've also linked his channel into my pinned link at the top of there, so you guys go check him out. He's much more talented than I, much more entertaining than I is. He does a lot of iRacing. He's extremely bloody quick. Just tap the link at the top of the chat there. It will take you over to his channel. Smash subscribe. I'll tell you what, you're not going to be disappointed with watching the man go around doing his thing. He's been doing a bit of an American racing, so we'll forgive him and let him off the hook. But it looks it looks super fun.
Oh man, it's a completely different experience, bro. Like growing up and seeing NASCAR racing was obviously the butt of all the jokes, because you'd be like, it's just like turning around in a circle, going left. But it's really strategic in terms of being able to follow cars and fuel saving, all that shit.
I've never been a massive fan of NASCAR, but I'll watch it if there's something. If you know there's nothing on there. The racing's. I love the pack racing that they do on there, but the thing is, like, everyone kind of sees it. If you're not familiar with racing or whatnot, you think, oh, these guys are going around in circles. There's absolutely nothing to it. But just the setup work alone on the car to get it to balance right, doing that left-hand turn at nearly 200 miles per hour. It's crazy. There's so much more that goes into it like that, and there's a lot more strategy, especially when it comes to fuels, to drafting, to not running out in P1 all the time, maybe sitting there and waiting for. There's just a lot more that goes into it that you don't quite understand when you're watching it from a new kind of perspective. But yeah, I've always respected NASCAR because I just like the Aussie V8 supercars. It's door-to-door stuff, and these boys don't really take any prisoners when it comes to suffering fools out on track. So no, I totally get it with the oval racing. But yeah, watching you do that was quite the experience, man. Especially the last race when you wanted your podium and you'd come up to the last corner, I think.
Man, last corner, bro. It was unreal. Just like how tight. And that's the thing I love with it, like with Formula One or some of the other kind of series, there's usually one team or one car that's quite dominant. But with this is a spec series, and on top of that as well, you've got like the slipstream effect.
Yeah.
You could literally be in P8 and still have a chance of winning the race if you're there with the first pack, within the first last couple of laps.
No,
So,
I know. We've 100%, mate. You were doing pretty well, like strategy-wise. I say you're a Brit coming into the land of America's like racing. You seem to have cottoned on pretty quickly to it, but yeah, I think the call to come in and not have tyres, which I was the one on stream, guys, telling him to come in and pit for new tyres. That's honestly what I said to him. I didn't at all. I told him to stay out. We both agreed that no tyres was the strategy to go with, and I think at the end you just ran out of grip coming up the banking from being low, and you'd kind of gone high a little bit. And that dude, obviously, you'd pulled up in front of him and you got the tap from the end. It was crazy. Did you get disqualified from that race as well?
No. So the other guy, which is on the left of me, he got collected in a wreck. And then unfortunately, he basically got kicked out. So, yeah, bit of a rotten one for him. But
so it could have been worse then, yeah? So it could have been worse. That's perfect.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'm going to be at the edge of the pit lane waiting for you.
Bro, I'm still 90% kind of loaded in at the minute, so yeah, just bear with me. Yeah, I loved Abby's analysis afterwards of.
She was trolling me all the time.
She wasn't taking your side there, was she, pal? She was like, no, mate, where was you expecting him to go, like? And I was like, well, she's got a bloody point here, like, I know he's gutted about losing it, but the guy was in his own lane and that lot, and she's like, you've got to give the room and that lot, and I'm thinking, you're getting scolded here, mate. Jesus Christ, you're coming for a bit of moral support. And next thing you know, getting your
bro, sometimes I'm convinced that she works at FIA. Honestly, sometimes I'm genuinely convinced that some of the decisions and justifications she'll come up with, bro. But
Abby Massey, I think she's spot on. To be fair, though, she could have maybe softened you up a little bit, but yeah. All right, I am in the session. Oh no, shit! I need to load that. Oh, is that your Merc bar?
Yeah, bro, I'm him.
That's a sexy livery, that is. I saw you doing I didn't see you doing it, but the data packs and whatnot yesterday. You were having a look through them all, and you seem to have cottoned on that there were some quick cars, and the Merc finally got a BOP that kind of suits it a little bit.
Yeah, man. I mean, the boys have been able to kind of get some serious performance out of it, but it's still a dog to drive, bro. Ever since the first patch when they brought this car out, it's never been the same. It's always been a bit kind of heavy and understeery and doing all the stuff it doesn't actually do on ACC, unfortunately.
There shouldn't, what is it? Well, I need to let this flow through, yeah. There shouldn't be, what is it? Killing the car after 8 months of it being a paid car.
True, that's the thing that really peed me off as well, dude, because, it's almost as if iRacing's become pay to play in a sense. But having said that, some of the BOPs are decent. The Ferrari is really strong here as well, as we know from our Lemans excursions. I'll let you go ahead, bro.
Oh, thanks, mate. You're going to see my accident in 4K. Cheers, bro.
Oh, man.
But yeah, what total lap times do you think I should be aiming for? And don't fucking tell me that I should be aiming for your lap times, mate, because I'm a little way off all that.
You'll get there, bro. You're already doing 57s. So if you can get in the 55s,
right, 54s
by the end of the week, you're in solid territory.
So 55s, let's put the nail in the coffin for a 55 then. Let's try that. I think there's a couple of seconds in it. It's just getting used to the braking points and whatnot of this game, to be fair. And coming from the GTEs, it's completely fucking different.
Absolutely, and then you're in a GTE earlier too, which doesn't have the ABS, so it's a bit more sketchy as well in terms of just nailing those braking points, and with the GT3 kind of abusing the ABS a bit more.
Yeah, don't put any marks on my livery, mate. I know you're alright smashing that one up, but this team livery, mate, hours it did. How long did it take you to do that livery, Dens?
MG wasn't too bad. I think it took about 45 minutes, hour.
Holy shit, that's pretty quick.
Thank you, bro. I'm getting better and better at them. At first it was just slapping on random patterns, and now it's a case of tastefully, managing different bits and bobs of the car to suit it and highlighting different parts of the car. So yeah, we're getting there, man. I even got a BMW livery now with a golden grille. So.
I think I saw it on Twitter yesterday, right? I think.
Exactly. Yeah, I did. So I'm rolling out with the Bimmer Bling, bro.
I know you didn't ask permission to do that to a Beamer, but I'll let it off this time, pal. But Jesus Christ, it doesn't look too bad, to be fair. I like it.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
All right.
I'd say as well, I quite like the Run DJC ones as well, man. They're very solid.
Well, I'd like to take credit for it, pal, but I can't in any way take credit for Mark's work, unfortunately. I'd like to, but yeah, he did a good job on the Ferrari one, and I mean even the 911 one, which we all know is a shit car, but honestly the livery makes up for it, definitely.
You'd actually make it like sexy and appealing to drive. Although most times it's not, because it's just a bastard in the high speed corners, man.
Yeah, if it wasn't for that livery, I wouldn't drive it. It's a pack of shit, the Cup car, man. Have you driven it?
I wouldn't want to, bro. Like, I see the mental stresses that puts onto Brooker every week.
Oh yeah, he's about to give up iRacing because of a Cup car. Jesus Christ. Yeah, he puts too much pressure on it. The thing is, right, that the car is a difficult car to drive, and it's rewarding when you get it right. And obviously, you need to. I'm not saying you need to be the best driver in the world to be able to race it properly, but it helps to have some knowledge, or at least some skill when it comes to racing. So all these guys that are in this lobby are pretty much like hot lappers. You know, they've spent the time in the practice session with no cars out on track, so they're all braking where they think they can brake, which isn't the case at all.
True.
Oh, we're super lucky there. Shit, man, I'm all over the place at the minute.
You want to run it in 5th and then keep it in 4th most of that section, bro, and it'll be a bit more stable for you.
All over the place. Jesus Christ. I'm just trying to get an inkling off your brake lights at the minute. It's not happening.
I'll back it up a bit so you can catch me.
Oh, thanks a lot. You're getting your own back here, mate. Is this a first or second? Second, right?
I run it in 2nd.
Okay. That big ass on that fucking AMG, man.
I know, size the wing, right?
Oh, I wasn't even looking at the wing.
Bundo!
Oh, I like how you take the middle of the track to set this corner up here.
Yeah. Especially in the AMG as well, there's a lot of weight transfer.
I guess, yeah. You're still getting some understeer with it, you know, the usual shit with...
Yeah, in some places, like this one's terrible. You really have to trail brake, balance the nose of the car in. And then here, it wants to oversteer when you clip that curb on the inside.
Yeah.
And then this high speed right is a bitch. You have to be so careful not to get off track.
Oh, look how far you take it out as well, man.
You can use a bit of curb there, but I think there's like a rule within the margin how far you can run the 2 wheels off the side of the curb.
It seems to change every fucking lap for me, at least. Jesus Christ, I don't know.
It does feel like that, man. But with each car, you'll find a kind of particular reference point of how far you can run it to the left and how much rotation you want going into that corner.
Oh, you brake so late. Am I looking for that blue board or something?
So there's like a split in the fence, and then there's a dark patch in the fence after that.
Right.
Which is the bit I usually go for. Just chuck the car inside there.
I'm looking for like the blue boards that come out on the right hand side, right on the left, as a reference.
Yeah, they're usually quite helpful, like especially with this left-hander coming up. You look to the right, and it's just before the 100-meter board.
Okay.
Getting a nice toe there as well.
I know I'm backing off.
So right here.
Yeah. Are you 3rd gear and then 2nd? Or you
Yeah,
second?
3rd gear, then 2nd. Gently on the power. The esports guys will use that curb on the left-hand side as kind of an exploit where you can run all the way to the left, but probably not worth it, because if you get slow down, you're fucked. You're going to completely lose the slipstream train.
Yeah, I mean, that's what my issue I was thinking was when I get into these races. If I cut that first bit of the lap and get a slowdown, I'm going to lose the slipstream, essentially.
That's the thing. You just want to stay in the pack and then fight it out in the last couple of laps, and then you'll get it. But if you're the one leading the pack, it's hard to shake them off just because the slipstream is so powerful.
Well, yeah, we were at Road America last week, pal, and with the Porsche Cups, and it was a case of if you were behind somebody there, they literally couldn't outrun you unless you messed up in the tricky bits. But the straights on there just enabled other people to keep with you.
So 5th, breaking the straight line, tip the nose in.
Okay.
I tend to stay on the right-hand side of that curb. Some people go over that curb, but sometimes it bottoms the car out, so I just play it safe.
Right,
and then here's your favorite corner, bro. So for me, I just keep it in 5th. Sometimes the car will cry that it wants to go in 6th, but keep it in 5th.
Right.
And then as soon as you see the green AstroTurf on the left after the 100, dab the brake, fourth, get the nose turned in, and then build the speed up. Lift, coming into the Michelin curves, back on the power, lift again for the end of the blue wall, dab the brake, and just snug the right hand sider, and then kiss the left one here.
You're not braking coming into this left-hander, right? I didn't see any brake lights.
No, so you could either lift, or you could just dab the brake a little bit just to get an extra rotation if you notice the car's understeering a bit through there. Really depends on the balance. And then second gear through here, club of that curb, but don't abuse it or else you get the off track.
Sweet. Okay. Hello, Mark. Why are you driving GT3? Well, I'm going to drive GT3 and I'm going to drive GT this week, mate. So I'm just trying to get a feel for the track, learn it a little bit. So I'll be trying both cars out.
It's a good exercise, man, and with Lemans as well, as long as once you learn it in one car, the skills are pretty transferable to the other one.
Yeah, it seems like, what is it though? It seems like the track limits are different for me at least.
Yeah, they're really sticky, man. Like, but I've got a PDF as well, which shows you kind of where you can exploit the corners, so I'll send it across to you.
Oh, cool. Sweet. Well, I've got a coffee, so these straights are perfect.
Bro, have you noticed there's a KFC to the right as well? It's a little Easter egg.
To the left?
To the right.
Where's the right? I'm not seeing a KFC to the left. I saw something to the left.
There's one to the right, bro. A little Easter egg they put inside here as well. Whether there's actually a KFC there in real life, I have no idea.
Have to check it out on your flight simulator.
True.
What's making you want to do that then, bro? Is it just something you've always fancied doing, or you've seen some stuff?
Bro, kind of a mixture. I actually always wanted to do it when I had like an old laptop, but again, just could never run it with limited like hardware it had.
Yeah.
And then like it's just one of those kind of realizations like, wait, I've got a gaming PC. Why the hell have I not bothered trying, you know, Microsoft Simulator or any of the kind of flight sims? So yeah, man, I was a bit cautious at first, looked at a couple of YouTube videos, and then when I saw somebody flying a Concorde, I was like, yeah, no, that's definitely me. Definitely want to learn to do that.
You're
so
straight over your house then, Dens, when you get it.
of course, bro.
That's
but of course not on a George Bush conspiracy related vibe either.
Yeah, there's no towers up there, I'm guessing.
True. It's one of the hardest corners in the circuit, bro. Once you nail the braking point for that corner, you're a boss man everywhere else.
Fair enough, fair enough. I feel like I'm not getting the braking power at the minute that I need. I'm just gonna have to adjust some things.
You could, with the Ferrari, it might be worth trying the medium pads. I know the VRS set usually comes with a low friction, so it's not killing the ABS as much, but definitely try medium.
I've definitely got some more time in it, man.
Yeah, you'll 100% get there, bro. With Lemans, it just clicks. It's just rhythm. And just kind of learning where you can go wide, where you can brake late, how to manipulate the weight transfer. This tricky right-hander here, as always, tries to kill you, but just got to balance it on the edge of the downforce.
I feel like I'm sliding through there, man. It's fun. Fuck knows how you're getting the nose turned into that, like.
Sometimes I actually just dip the brake. I just dip the brake slightly and let the car coast into that corner.
Yeah, it's definitely the way forward. I gotta slow down, so I'm gonna take it. But you do you, man. Get your laps in. I can't believe that I need to do a 55. I need to find 5 seconds from somewhere.
You'll get it eventually, man. It literally is just one of those things where it will click. And also as well, I think the fuel around Lemans is quite sensitive. So once you've got like 3, 2, laps of fuel left in the tank, lap time will radically come down quite a bit. You'll be on the straights on the Mulsanne, and you'll have like 8 temps out of nowhere.
Oh, I'm murdering that first bit. I need to slow down quicker. After you get past turn 1, I think that's my favourite bit of track of this entire lap, where the car goes light.
Yeah, like with undulations and then it gets heavy again.
I think I prefer that. I just like that little bit, and even the kink where you're coming out onto the straight, I love that bit as well.
True.
Super technical. I like it. Come on, Junior. Thank you, Mike, for sending me the GT stuff, mate. I appreciate it. Obviously, I will be doing it. I've got 7 Days to Die tonight with my friend across the pond, Space Gallery, so I'll be having a heavy session. I've got lots of pints of beer ready for that one, and I've also got a bottle of vodka. Now, I'm not being pressurised into drinking down in one the vodka. I'm just saying that out loud and now, so I'll...
Or is he?
I'll take my time with it, mate. That's what I'm doing. I did it last week with my normal Cronenberg, but these are pint cans, man. I tune into TJ stream and he does like a drinking trucker stream, which is natural, of course. And I always like encourage him, like ones in the chat to down these beers and whatnot, which is pretty rough for me to do in all fairness. But he's only drinking like bottles of Corona. They're not pint fucking cans like I've got. Also not the same percentage either. Oh, I'm out wide. There's so much time to be made there.
There is, bro. You want to cut wide and then try and break in a straight line as much as you can and then bleed off. Trail into the last bit before you hit the apex.
I'm very stupidly messing around with the brake bias. Like, I know better than these boys that set this thing up. What setup is this based off then? This isn't a low downforce setup, isn't it?
It probably is, bro. It probably is, because if you go into the setup menu, I think it's got some notes, and it'll always say around Lemans that it will go for the low downforce package. The only variation that might be to it in terms of the stock setup will be your ride height, probably angle of the wing if they can get away with that, and then on top of that as well the springs and the gearbox. But
that's sweet. There's so much more. I've never been in lobbies where we can play around with anything other than really the brake bias.
Now you're in the big world, bro.
I know.
And that's just
I've got
as it is at the moment. Wait until Mark gets you in the LMP2s and the LMDHs.
Yeah, I'm not off in those bad boys for a little while. I'm struggling to do GT bloody threes, mate. But I'm doing obviously the hour races with Mark with the GTs. And I've never done pit stops before or anything.
Oh, those are fun, bro. You gotta make sure that you map your buttons and your commands for that too. But once you get it the first time, it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it's all just practice, man. Nobody was as good as me in bed the first time, you know. It just takes that.
Of course.
That practice to get there, bro. Don't know if this is gonna be any better. I'm barely into I'm 3:59 at the minute, so.
Get there, bro. You'll get there. Keep pushing. I saw you do a 57 earlier, bro. It's in there.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, God, fuck yourself. I was doing alright.
What happened?
I've got an Australian telling me to slow down. Which I'm gonna do. I'm getting some real lag at points with this track. I'm guessing it's cars joining the session.
Yeah, that's a thing too. I had a bit of an issue with my iRacing like lagging all the time, and it happened to be that it was a USB hub that I had my PC externally connected to with the cameras and that kind of fancy jazz. So
Right.
once I took that out of the equation, it fixed it. But then they were also saying as part of like the whole diagnostic process that cars joining the server in a practice session also can kind of ramifications and it lagging a bit because the sim has to adjust the physics for each car that joins.
Right, I'm with you, yeah. I mean, I know trading paints won't be like trying to load up their skins. I don't think it'll make too much difference or whatnot, but yeah, I think with what I was having issues with before, this is why I'm using Streamlabs at the minute instead of OBS, is because, like an idiot, I did all my USBs at the back of the computer, no, rather the HDMIs. And what I did was, when I put it back together is, I put the HDMI into the computer's graphic card instead of the actual graphics card that I have for this PC. So I was coming on and it was like lagging. I'm like, what is happening here? So my computer guys come across. And obviously it's been the first thing that he's seen. He's like, you're an idiot. Like you've literally put the HDMI into the computer's graphics card, which is basically non-existent. And I'm only running like a 920 something or other. It's not a massive graphics card at all.
True.
But it kicks ass over the actual components of what's in this thing.
That's the thing as well. It's just like with PC gaming, it's so many things that could go wrong, and then when you're trying to stream as well, it's that pressure that you don't mess it up where it doesn't look bad for the people watching, because then they might not come back and watch it again, which is really frustrating. So bro, I know the feeling, bro.
If that was the case, mate, I'd still be on ACC. My iRacing adventures has been nothing but absolute dog shit driving for myself. It's going to take some massive getting used to.
Bro, you'll get there though, man. You've got your A-class license, which is the main thing.
Barely,
and
man.
On top of that as well.
I took a hit last week, mate, in the Porsche Cups and the rest of it. Jesus Christ.
Bro, it happens. That's why, sometimes though you have to be strategic about what series you go for. Because, for me, example, last week, I was like, there's nothing on here for me. I might as well just do some, nice car racing, because there's nothing else really I feel confidently I could genuinely farm some iRating on. So I was like, you know what, I'll just back off. But at the same time, you can't make it all about the iRating either, because as soon as you start doing that, the fun of it kind of disappears too.
Well, I think you need an A license to at least do the GT fucking racing. And I think you might need just an A license to actually be in this class as well, right? I need to.
I think with the GT3s, it might be C or B class.
Yeah, I think it's the GTs that you need an A to do. And the last thing I want to do is spend 22 quid on a track and the bloody GT to not being able to do it. That'd be a pain in the ass, man. But yeah, it's just a case of getting used to this thing. Even if I have to farm a bit of safety rating, I'm happy to do it.
True. It all comes with experience, man. If you'd seen me and Mike in the first year of us doing iRacing, it was as funny. Just the amount of shit that we get into. Howlers we'd have. Mike from Pole got a black flag for one time overtaking the safety car on the formation lap. Just all kinds of stuff you wouldn't think would happen, but it's part of the experience.
Yeah, I think I just putting too much pressure on myself. I've literally bought it an hour or two ago, so I just need to. Where you going,
mate,
buddy?
you're doing well with it, man. I remember when I got the GTE, it took days. It genuinely took days, bro, for me to really understand that you can't go 100% on the brakes, and you can kind of smash the pedal to the first 80%, and then you really have to kind of trail off the brake and bleed into the corner afterwards. It is a learning process, bro, but you'll get there, and once you get there as well, it's super rewarding, especially the GTs, man. It's a really good category for racing. Most of the guys in that class, they're pretty clean.
I think what I'm looking forward to is obviously getting on with pals. I do the radicals and stuff because obviously Brooker's in there. I pretty much got bullied into doing the Porsche Cup as well because it's what Brooker does. So I've got a pal to racing with there. With some of the lads on in the team and whatnot, they like doing the GT racing and stuff like that. So
True.
I'd imagine this track with as many corners as it's got will be good for safety rating if I can keep it clean, right?
Oh, absolutely. If you can continue this, doing the races, not getting too many X's, you'll be raking it in with the corner to incident multiplier. It's really good. If you do the full 24 hours of Le Mans that iRacing do, it maxes you out to, I think, 4.9k.
Oh, that's
safety.
Badass, man. I obviously tuning into your guys' Lemanses and stuff like that when you were doing them, but you seem to either have good luck or bad luck.
Yeah, bro,
one
it's
way or the
either
other.
one or the other. Yeah, it's true. Especially, you know, when it's just one class, you can about deal with that. But then when it's multi-class, and you've got the LMP missiles just coming left and right, it's a completely different story.
Yeah, I've seen the LMP2s take you out, which are just ridiculous taking you out. In fact, just the corner I've been through there, I saw them wipe you out there as well. And how he thought he was going to, one, get that stopped anyway without a car there was hilarious. But to two, ruin somebody else's race while you're doing it is another thing altogether.
Yeah, it sucks, man. It genuinely does suck, especially when it's like you mentioned, it's not any kind of fault of your doing, but you get taken out by a different category of class. But you gain the experience from it. I mean, this year when we did Le Mans, a similar thing kind of happened with me with I think it was like a GT3 car with 1 hour remaining. We're leading the Pro-Am class. And I was like, shit, if I turn into the corner, I'm gonna get wiped out. And it's the experience from the previous year where I was like, all right, cool. I have to kind of like be evasive and protect the car. And that was the difference probably with us winning it in our category and not winning it, just getting to the finish. So you gain these life experiences just from different races, man. It makes a big difference in the end.
Yeah, I mean, Daytona and Le Mans, I think you guys have got that down. Just the amount of racing that you've done there, endurance-wise, man. You kind of know what to expect with different classes of cars and stuff like that. You know your own limitations too.
True, true.
1 lap of fuel, so can I actually put a lap together here?
I'm gonna stalk you.
It's alright, as long as you're not sticking a knife in me, that is the main thing.
Of course not.
What lap times are you doing at the minute, Dens?
Bro, I was on target to do a 57, but I understeered in that left-hander push curbs. At the moment, the track temp's slightly hot. 34, it's a bit hotter than what it was earlier.
Have I got enough fuel to do this fucking thing? Estimated laps? No, I've had bullshit got enough fuel. 0.8.
Gonna be tight.
Oh, I need to sacrifice. I'm gonna pit in. I need to sacrifice that first turn. Just be slower into it to be faster out of it.
Yeah, yeah. And also, bear in mind, you can cut that first bit of the chicane as well, although you can't touch the second one. I'll jump out with you as well.
Of the last bit, of the last one, or the first bit of the chicane?
So you know how you hop over from the left under the Dunlop Bridge to the right?
Right.
And then you're breaking the straight line. You can cut the first bit of the chicane, but not the second one.
Right, so yeah, just to be slower in really and take as much curve as fucking possible. Okay. Oh, go fuck yourself. Here, go in front, I've got to slow down. Just trying to find the limits.
You'll get there, bro. It's a frustrating kind of process, but once you know where the limits are, bro, like, you'll know where you can push and where you can just reserve a bit more in the tank.
Push it to the limit, I saw that.
Yeah, bro. Honda on the AMG getting loose, as per usual. And that's why I think for me, I'm probably gonna run the M3, M4 even.
Oh wow, you're going BMW power.
Yeah,
No
bro.
way.
Full traitor. Full traitor.
Go on.
I'm braking right about here.
Wow, that's so lit. I keep missing the fucking KFC bit as well.
Oh man, I still can't believe they did it. When I watched another streamer point that out, I was like, you're shitting me. And when I actually checked for myself using the Freeview camera, I was like, shit, they actually modeled it into the game.
How are they licensed to do that though? They use the KFC. What is it?
True. Bit a little free promo, I guess, never heard that name.
I guess, yeah. Colonel Sanders not going to be too bothered, is he? Hello, Space, my friend. What do you mean, sacrificial lamb? I'm sacrificial lamb at the minute, definitely. I'm a complete noob at this track at the minute, my friend. Shake and bake. I'm trying to shake and bake. We actually got Dens to put a Ricky Bobby livery on his NASCAR the other week, which was fun.
That's pretty sweet, bro. I was one corner away from winning that race, so...
You still haven't watched... You still haven't watched Talladega Nights yet, man, which is
bro,
crazy.
I need to be fair, bro.
You'd,
I need to.
You'd love it, man, you would. I'd say you'd need to not take it seriously, but obviously you're not going to take a comedy seriously, but honest to God, mate, just some of the stuff in it had me in hysterics. It was so funny.
I couldn't believe Fernando Alonso's in it as well, man. That's nuts.
Well, I'm kind of telling you a porky, but if you watch the fucking movie, you'll know what I mean.
Oh, the reference?
Yeah, you'll know what I mean. He is kind of in it, though. You'll see what I mean when you watch it. But dude, you are missing out not watching that.
I have to add it to the watch list, bro. I have to.
Fucking watch list. What have you got on there, like?
Bro, everything. Cause Abby's like, have you watched Star Wars? No. Have you watched Harry Potter?
Have
No.
you not watched Star Wars before? What the fuck is going on? What
bro,
childhood have you lived? What was the internet about when you were growing up? Or what? Like, what the fuck? How have you watched Star Wars?
Bro, I have no idea.
It's crazy. It was like my youth, like Star Wars, that sort of thing, man. There's not that much time difference between us two. Jesus Christ.
I know, bro. I could catch up now, though. That's the lucky bit.
Yeah, you got time on your hand, I guess. Oh, I got a bit shaky through there.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like that on the first lap. Bit of understeer here for me.
Feather in the throttle.
Yeah, just like hovering on the throttle, just feathering it, and then a slight little lift or a tap of the brakes before you bring it to the left. You'll get the rotation you're looking for.
Put in that 57, bro.
We're gonna get there, bro. Let's do it.
Well, you might.
I mean, my optimal at the moment is a low 57.
Well, my optimal is 57.3.
Yeah, you'll get there, bro. See?
Yeah, that's what the optimal tells me. What in reality, the car is not going to let me do that.
Bro, believe, bro. Believe.
And then I saw her face.
No, I'm a believer.
That's the cookie. Oh, I love this bit. Just how it goes light and the car's going sideways.
Bit of understeer AMG, of course.
Standard. So I'm only like 9/10 down, but I've got like versus the all-time session best. You got to slow down.
Yeah, I do, bro.
What a noob.
I know, right?
So I don't know if that's my session's best, to be fair. I don't know if that's like on me at the minute, or I'm actually trying to match what the actual dude's doing. I think it's all-time session best.
Yeah, I think that's for you, you know. I'm not quite sure if there is one for like the dude who has the fastest lap, but the way I usually do it is I'll either put it on all-time session best, or I'll just do it on the session best, just to see kind of how my lap is for the conditions of the server I'm in, because as you know, bro.
If this is against my time, then I still fucking suck. I'm like 1/10 off a 59.7. I did mess up the lap a little bit, but Jesus Christ, where is all that time? My God. Oh, we fucked this up. Oh. 2/10 down. I lost so much time. I've just got to learn to be slower in and faster out, man.
Yeah, it's just like it's almost as if you're positioning the car and balancing it for the exit of the corner.
Well, I'm not gaining anything by understeering and oversteering into the corner, you know what I mean? It looks good.
But it's not quick, and it'll kill your tyres as well in certain conditions. Man, I do not miss the low speed understeer in this AMG. I really do not.
I saw you in the mirror there, mate. Oh. I think I did the same thing. Okay. I showed the movie Talladega to a race car driver from the 70s who doesn't like Will Ferrell, and he loved it. See, that's the difference. Will Ferrell, his face, man, just cracks me up laughing. I don't know what it is about him.
He's just that funny guy, bro. Like,
I find him hilarious. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't think he tries to be funny half the time as well, and I find him hilariously funny. But each to their own, I guess. You know, someone's cup of tea is not going to be necessarily your cup of coffee. It is what it is. But yeah, it's a fantastic movie, especially. I don't know if you're not quite into racing. It's something that I'd tell you to watch. But if you're into racing as well, you'll have an idea of what he means when he does the hands and just other stupid shit that comes into play with it.
you getting it? You're getting it, bro. That was smooth. I didn't see any understeer or oversteer in that one.
No, it's not doing it this time round, which is giving me a false sense of security. I can't do anything with the understeer here. It's crazy.
That one's his patience, bro. You almost have to wait for the car to kind of decide when it wants to turn in.
No, you mother. Sweet Mary and Jesus. Whoop. That was my fastest lap of the session as well, so if I'd have got that bit right, I'd have been way into the 58s, I think. Or at least somewhere around there.
You know what to do, bro. You know what to do. It's coming.
This lap's already kind of scrubbed though, with having to slow down where I have to slow down.
True.
But I'm looking forward to it, Space. Carlo, I see your message, brother. I've got vodka, Space, for our live stream. And it's not a massive bottle of vodka by any means, but it's enough to get shit-faced on. And I really need to come up with an actual game. I can't be just having a shot of vodka as soon as someone says one. There needs to be some logic behind it. There is no logic drinking vodka on stream, but there needs to be something in place. I've no idea why you're stopping that there.
Balls are still, bro.
Telling me, I need to sort the brake bias out a little bit. It's not getting the stopping power that I need. How's things? Any improvements? In the GT3s, yeah, kind of. I'm learning where I need to be a little faster. Still feel like my car's broken. Plus what's not helping, right, with my lap times mainly is I've got this massive wake in front of me. Usually I've got downforce on the front end, but there's this massive bus in front, man.
Got the aerodynamic properties of a brick.
Yeah. At least it's better looking than a brick.
Fairly.
I guess. I can't believe that was my fastest lap time and I screwed that up going over there. I'm still thinking it's a 58 here at the minute. So God knows how I was doing a 57 before. Makes little to no sense.
I reckon you're gonna do a 58 this lap.
Oh no, what, you're gonna do a 58?
Nah, I reckon you're gonna get it, bro.
Oh no, I went off the track, didn't I, at the start? I had to slow down at the start, finish and let you by, so I highly doubt it. Hello Coops, hope you're well mate. It's GT3 week at Lemans, so just gonna give out I rating all week I think. That's better. Trying to get some expert coaching. So much time to be gained. Yeah, I was already 2 seconds down when we were coming onto the main straight.
You'll get there though, man. You're getting it, especially that Porsche curves bit. For me, I find it the hardest bit, and you already kind of nailed it. Are you like taking it in 5th or 4th though?
The Porsche curves?
Yeah.
I'm in 4th.
4th, yeah, that's the better thing to do. It's more safe.
Shit, I've messed this up. Man. I forgot to change gear. Shake and bake, exactly. Charity starts at home, mate. How are you doing? Are you doing the big one? Am I doing the big one? I have a big one. I don't know about doing the big one. There is an endurance race coming up though that I'd like to at least try and get some people together for it. But I don't think I've got the... I think I'm going to be the weak link here. We're going to aim to do it, yeah. I'm going to aim... I'll get tonight out the way with because I've got a long stream with space that usually goes to like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Plus I'm going to feel rough. I feel like when I do my 7 Days to Die streams with space and I drink, I don't really come back to earth until like Thursday, Friday. Like feeling normal, like with not being absolutely knackered. Takes a while. Man, these guys are 50 fucking fours. I'm fundamentally doing something wrong in a gear or something. Sounds age-related, does it really? Okay, fair enough. I appreciate the honesty, I guess. But yes, it's probably age-related. I don't bounce back like I should, and I shouldn't be drinking half as much as I am on a zombie survival game, to be fair. But it's a good laugh, it's a good crack. Sounds age-related, you cheeky monkey coots. I don't know what's going on, man. I put the medium downforce setup on and I was doing 57s. I don't know what setup I've got on, in all fairness.
Could also be the track temps as well, bro.
Are you in 5th gear doing the Porsche curves?
Yeah, 5th and then I drop it to 4th. So I get up to about 5th gear and then...
Yeah, I drop it to 4th, but are you going back into 5th at any point, or are you just...
Nah, just keeping it in 4th, bro.
Alright.
Let's keep it in 4th.
Okay.
If you start overdriving it there, car will just understeer. Or, if the rear snaps, you'll get a bit of oversteer as well, which doesn't help.
I guess the best time is giving it from my 57 lap.
It could be, because I'm pretty sure I was looking at the stream and I'm pretty sure it did say 57. So I was like, wow, man's already on the pace.
Kind of. Alright, we're flying a little bit now, but we'll probably lose it all in the braking zone.
We believe, JR, man. You can do it. Push.
Oh, believe me, I'm pushing like I'm 9 months, buddy, but it just doesn't seem to be having any effect whatsoever. Currently 3 temps up. No, I lost it all.
Fuck.
How that wasn't a cut, I have no idea. Yeah, I need to brake a lot earlier than what you do for that corner.
Brake earlier, bro, and then as time goes by, experiment with your trail braking in the final bit of that corner.
Yeah, just work on it a little bit. Ah, you're right. Just take it slower. I keep telling you, I keep saying this, slower.
Slow in, fast out.
And then by the next corner, it's like, faster.
It's just nature, bro. It's like instinctively what you want to do.
I'm kind of racing the Delta at the minute. It's a pain, man. Optimal's now 57.2. Fee, you've set me a lap time. I can get anywhere near.
Get it, bro. If I can do it, you definitely can do it, bro.
Well, I'm not overly convinced, but it is only the first practice session in a GT3 on this track, so I mean, it should come. It should come. I'm gaining loads of time for some reason, just on the straights now, so I'm guessing the fuel's kind of burned off a little bit.
That's the fuel burn effect, yeah. You're gonna gain like 4 attempts just alone with that, bro, which is good.
Good to know where this man gets his numbers from. Maybe I would have gained 4 tenths if I hadn't screwed it up a little bit. Okay, I'm still up on my time, but whether that's the shit time or my actual decent time, I don't know. Oh, I hate the fucking grass, what a dickhead. Oh, go! 3 temps in that sector, man. I can do this. I know I can.
Go on, JR.
Lap times at the minute GTs. My lap time in the GTs, I can't remember, Mark. I think they were like
Ooh, 56.1. God damn it. Only a couple of attempts off of 55.
I think they were like was it a 4-minute 55 or something like that? I can't remember what they were. I'm trying to remember for you now, mate.
Sure you did a 54, bro.
A 54, right. A 54. I just can't remember what minute it is. Still a lot of time to be found as well, though. Oh, buffering. Buffeting. Go on, man. P4 at the minute in the lobby. Smashing it. Dense that you are.
Trying, bro. I really actually don't like the balance of this AMG on the circuit, but it is quite a quick brick. But you can definitely do it, my bro. You've got it in you. It's just putting it together.
I'm half a second up at the minute.
Nice.
It's because I braked for that fucking first corner. It always helps. Let's try and brake for this one too. Come on. Well, we've lost a little bit of time there, but still half a second at the minute. Tell it's one of these circuits I'm just gonna have to grind.
Bro, just put in the laps, man, and you'll get it, bro. Like, it's hard to describe, but it's one of those things where it will just click. And every time you come here, every day you log in and you race it, you'll find a 10th there, you can brake here later, you can do this differently, you can take this line slightly more acute. There's so many different things around here that you can experiment with.
I was doing alright up until then. I had nearly 5 or 6 tenths. I'm only 4 tenths up now.
Nice.
I feel like I'm going super easy and it's killing my laps.
Sometimes easy and smooth is faster, bro. Sometimes that's the combination.
Giving it away and I'm gaining it back. Why is it telling me I've got 1 lap of fuel left here? So clearly I haven't got another lap in me. No, I hit the grass again. Shut up, Jeff.
Damn it. Well, I'm on the limit. My last lap was only 1/100th of a second slower than my previous lap, which is my fastest.
I did a 57.2.
Nice. Get in there, bro.
I think I could do a 56.
Easily, bro. Easy. You get that. We running this a normal race setup as well?
I think I'm running. Honestly, to God, I don't actually know. I think I'm running one of the VRSs. I'm not sure. In fact, I should be. I should be running one of the VRSs.
You will be, bro, but it's just which one? Because there's a safe one, and then there's actually like a. It's like a normal one, and then the safe one.
It says setup modified from the VRS GT Daytona R1.
Daytona?
What am I doing? What am I fucking doing?
Man, what
There's no wonder I'm struggling a little bit. I thought, like, I don't understand, mate. Seriously, I swear to God, if you see my screen now, the setup I have on is a VRS GT3 Daytona R1. That is what setup I've got on at the minute.
What the hell?
And I did a 57.2, mate, so...
With a Daytona setup, that's pretty incredible, bro. Oh, man.
Where are you on here, though? Denzel, look right up there, 56.1. I'm so far off, man. But I reckon,
bro,
even with that...
You got the wrong setup on, my guy. You're right there.
I think even with that setup on, bro, I think I lost like a good 2 or 3 tenths in that lap. I think I could still be in the 56s with that setup on, you know.
With ease, bro. This is what I'm telling you, bro. So imagine there's still kind of potential even with the wrong setup, and then when you use the right setup, it's game over. You're doing 55s.
Well, I was sat there. I'm like, how am I doing like 50s? It took a while. That it was like the last couple of laps when that setup started to really work properly. But I mean, I can't imagine Daytona. Well, I don't know. The setup different.
Bro, they're different.
Yeah,
they're different, bro.
Yeah, I imagine.
They are different.
Yeah, I'll send you a setup, mate. Don't use it. Whatever you do. Fucking hell.
Because I was like, did I send you that? And I've looked at the comment, or not comments, the chat now, and I could definitely see I sent you the Lemans one, bro.
Yeah,
so
it's in there. It's in there, bro. I just. What have I done, and why have I done it?
You know what, chat? I just think JR sets himself like side quest, you know? Like my guy is like, nah, like forget trying to set the fastest lap with the actual Lemans up. Let me see how fast I can go with the Daytona setup.
Well, I've got the right setup on now anyway, so I guess there might be some more time in the lap. I'm kind of hoping there'll be maybe.
JR's moving like Max Verstappen with his little side quests, like side missions.
No, don't give me the Daytona one. We'll go with fucking Ranzat setup on here, man. But Jesus Christ, a 56.1.
That's nuts. That's actually really good, bro.
Yeah, but
I mean, no.
Well,
in relation to you. Oh yeah, bro, it's decent, man. But I don't really like the AMG around here. It's too fat. I think if I jump in the BMW, it might not have the outline speed of the Merc, but I reckon I could be more consistent because with the AMG, one lap's good and then one lap it understeers like a pig, you know. Whereas at least with the Ferrari and BMW, they're a bit more stable. So I might be coming towards you or the Beamer gang soon, but more on you, bro. Like you're already nearly in the 56s with the wrong flipping setup, bro.
Yeah, we're nearly there. I think that was faster than the time I did before as well with the 57.2. But Jesus Christ, I don't understand how I've even got the setups mixed up.
Bro, you need to make folders, my guy. You need to, you know, like you can make like a folder in like the Windows Explorer file system, and just like, you know, when you put the file inside there,
right?
You can create a new folder and just label it Lemans, Daytona.
Is
Spa.
that within the Ferrari bit? So once I open up the setups and then go to Ferrari, then I'll make a folder.
Yeah, so like let me do it with you, or let me just see. So you'll be in iRacing and then setups.
Oh really? I can do it through this shit. What do you mean?
And then have you got Ferrari Evo GT3 folder?
Well, this is it. Are you on about me going into the files and doing it through this way? Like
yeah,
setups, then we go to the Ferrari, and then I'll make a setup within the.
Yeah, you just drag and drop them in there, bro,
so
and it's a lot easier.
I'd literally make a folder here.
Yeah, bro. So like, if you go inside there now, it should be iRacing setups and then Ferrari Evo GT3.
Yeah, I'm in it, mate. I'm in it. It's
and then create a new folder, just call it Le Mans or something, and drag and drop the VRS Le Mans ones in that one, bro, and you're Gucci.
Let's not put the Daytona ones in there. So that's it, they're pasted in there now. So there should be a file now.
Yeah, if you go out of the garage and then like onto the main menu and then back into the garage.
Yeah, I can see it now, mate. I've got Le Mans here. It's once I'm my setups, and then I can see there's a folder saying Le Mans at the top. So I just need to kind of get rid of that. I don't think I've ever raced many fucking cars before, so there's that. But yeah, that Daytona one, that's pretty much screwed me over. Shut up, 60 as well. It was an honest mistake, mate.
How long?
Honest mistake. And look at these bad boys, mate. I've beaten some right people in here so far. We're not doing too bad. Not doing too bad, mate.
Bro, man's top 10, like, with the wrong setup. That's incredible. Like,
yeah.
And, you know, like, people might argue it differently, but I wouldn't. Daytona and Le Mans are two completely different circuits. Like, with the infield of Daytona, you'd need a lot of work with suspension and the ride height and stuff. And Le Mans would have a completely different track-specific setup, bro. So it's not even like it's a like-for-like setup, or they wouldn't be. They're going to be radically different from each other. So that's pretty impressive.
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't able to stop where you were stopping and stuff like that, and I don't know whether that was because I've got my brake pressure the way I have, or whether it was a setup kind of thing.
That's going to be in the setup as well, I feel, bro. I think 100% that's going to be in the setup.
Oh, it's going to take a few laps to get back to kind of low fuelish. But I'm buzzing that we're nearly into the 56s. I'd be happy if I could get into the 56s. In fact, I sure as hell I should have been on that last lap. I messed it up.
You'll get it, bro. You easily, like, I'm actually worried for myself, bro, because once you nail it, bro, man's going to be doing 52s.
I don't think it's a bad day's work so far. Like, I mean, obviously I only bought the track this afternoon, so it's just getting used to it. Obviously, I have driven the track on other sims before, but it's completely different.
It's different, bro.
It's not the same at all. And there's bits of this track, man, where I'm just pushing that last lap there. I braked so early for them chicanes because I kept just overcooking it last time, and literally it was my fastest lap at 57.2. Whereas I know I could go a little quicker into those things. I was nearly six tenths up going into, once you pass the last chicane at the main straight and you're kind of into that braking bit you don't like with the right hander. I lost 3 tenths just in that corner alone. So there's definitely some more time here, man. It's just going to take a bit of grinding. So what lap times were you? I'm guessing you guys were doing 55s for your actual Le Mans race. You and Mike, I imagine, were doing 55 sort of lap times for the 24 hours.
For the 24 hours, bro. I mean, again, another thing with iRacing you got to be really careful with is the track temperature and the state, because it influences the time quite a lot.
Right.
But yeah, during the day we were doing like 56s, 55s. At night time, we started pushing into the 54s and 53s.
Oh, that's badass, man. That's a good time.
Bro, that's just you be doing 53s at night as well, bro. It's just the track temp. Right now, it's 33 degrees out there, whereas when we were doing Le Mans, like, I think it was a fully 100% rubbered in track,
Right.
and on top of that as well, the track temp at night was like 19 degrees. So it's really, bro, it's so different. It's so much more grippier.
Yeah,
So
it's perfect for
you'd
it.
easily be doing that, bro.
I don't know. I feel like I'm still a good second off, even with that setup with you in front there. I feel like I was still a good half a second to a second off what you guys would be able to do. And even blaming like the track temperature, you're still kind of in the 55s there. You really are.
Yeah, bro. But I mean, it's just one of those ones where you'll get it, bro. Bear in mind, I've done 2 24-hour races at this bitch now, so
Yeah.
there's no excuse for me. And this is kind of like the limit of my ceiling. Whereas with you, the potential for you to improve on this circuit is going to be mad, bro. I think there's like this Spanish guy called Pablo.
I watched him. Yeah, I see him. It's funny. He's a funny guy. He is.
He really is, bro. But man's doing like 51s and 52s, bro. And with enough time, I think you'd be doing that as well. It's just time and practice and the right setup.
Jesus, yeah, the right setup might help. I'm interested to see what actually this setup will achieve, if anything. Maybe give me a bit of a better balance. But yeah, I mean, hopefully it'll do well. But yeah, I watched that Pablo. He's quite a funny guy. I like it.
Bro, he's something else, man. He really is. My guy's always just like, he's almost like an angrier version of Fernando Alonso. It does make me like laugh.
I love it when he swears in English. That's the best one, man.
Or when he tries to say like bullocks, like in a Spanish accent.
Just some of his swearings, it's spot on for English as well. I watched Ollie the other day because I was watching Brooker race. Obviously, Ollie were doing the same thing. Well, for a race or two, he was doing the same thing. He got taken out and like chucked his steering wheel out and smashed the bloody microphone out the way because he got crashed out.
Who did that? Ollie or
Ollie. He got smashed out of the Road America race. And then I think he jumped into the Formula Fords or whatever they are at Alton Park. He made a video out of it, like he wasn't happy it got took out there.
Because I saw the tweets, man. He put out like a tweet saying that he's apologetic for his actions, and I was like, well, I can't even say anything because I've had my rage moments in iRacing too.
Well, we all have, mate. Yeah, it's a high pressure thing. But just the driving standards in that Porsche Cup, especially over the last couple of weeks, have been absolutely fucking shocking from everybody involved, man. If you're not starting P1 or P2, you are at the mercy of fucking idiots at hot lap. And unfortunately, he got the wrong end of the stick. He did a video lately, exactly the one with the Formula Ford, and he got gifted 50 subs through that. Your name came up during the stream. You can see it in the video. AMG Dens was gifted a membership, which I found rather funny. It's a claim to fame there, mate. So yeah, I saw that you got gifted a membership in the channel, so you'll be a basic.
Yeah, bro, I was surprised by that too.
You'll be a basic there, but the only reason I know is because I watched that video of him doing Alton and whatnot, and that looks pretty cool. I was doing Ferrari fixed the other day there.
Bro, your audio's cutting in and out, bro. But
is it real shit?
But yeah, it's nuts, man, and it's just like, especially with the Porsche Cup as well. That's like, I feel it for you and mainly Brooker too, because for me that series should be like an A-class safety rating series.
I agree.
So low. That's the reason why it attracts so many like weirdos, man.
It's just like I say, it's an hard car to drive. I hate the car. It's a bag of crap. I don't like it whatsoever. Even just standing next to one, I'd put a dint in it. I hate the car. It's horrible, man. We fought 2 world wars to get rid of that thing, and it's still around to this day. It's ridiculous. But yeah, I only drove it because obviously Brooker was in there. But it's a menace. Like, the whole car's just a menace. It's so difficult to drive, and I didn't think I did particularly too bad in it. To be fair, with my lack of wanting to drive it, my lack of passion to drive it, the lack of... It's a bag of spanners. It is. It's an absolute bag of spanners, that car. Basically, it's an elephant on ice skates. That is how I describe that car to drive. It's so technical. I've got nothing but respect for people that can drive it, because I know how difficult it is to drive it. But when you've put in on a track with 20 people, and 15 of these people are literally being in a session on their own, finding out their own braking points, where they can improve, this, that and the other, and then they go on a track with 20 people, and they're still trying to brake, where they think they can still brake, with 20 cars in front of them. It's just a recipe for disaster. So I never lost so much iRating in my life with that series. It's ridiculous. It's coming across it. The Drunk Gamer, how are you, my friend? Remember the first time I saw Den's Rage, Mount St. Den's it was. I've seen Dents rage a couple of times. The last time I saw him really rage was Paul Ricard, and that was a long time ago, man. I saw him rage.
Oh man, that poor Ricard stream's legend. I'm gonna have to dig that. If it's not still on there, I have to bring it back because I was fuming.
Oh, you was fuming, mate. That is by far my favourite meme, is cutting out your camera angle of that particular race and then putting it on something because you was not happy.
Bro, I was livid, bro, and it's just like, you know, those ones where you're so angry, like you can't even make sense of life anymore. Like
you couldn't make, yeah, I know.
4-minute penalty. Yeah. It was like a 40-minute penalty to me just because I couldn't read it. At the
I've
time,
got 40 minutes of damage. You've got 40 minutes of damage. This guy's going off his tits. I've never seen 40-minute damage in that game whatsoever. I think he probably had like 3 or 4 minutes of damage he needed to fix. But by that time, I think, in all fairness, now you've already had like a coming together with that guy previously in the season, so he should have known kind of better. And then from the perspective that I was looking at, which was yours, it looked like he just fucking pit maneuvered you from the rear. You know, it's a big enough track, is Paul Ricard, to go side by side up them straights. You do not need to do what you're doing there. And the only other like saving grace is him to say, you know, maybe there's netcode, or, you know, there's a bit of rubber banding going on, but you'd expect more out of it. But yeah,
exactly, and that's the thing, bro. It's just like, and that's the annoying thing sometimes with the state of like sim racing, because you leave public lobbies and actually try and join like a league just, you know, to try and find some decent guys. And, you know, thankfully that most of the times is the case, because, you know, I've met you, I've met Mike, you know, I've met loads of people through that. But then also you do get 1 or 2 guys in there which they're so oblivious to just racing, just and what to even do in any scenario. And yeah, it's just like when you're racing, you always want to just give people a bit of space, man, because you can never account for netcode or lag or one of these things as well. But these guys, just like, bro, it's almost as if like they're trying to get jiggy with you, bro. And there's only one person I get jiggy with at the moment. So
exactly, yeah, you keep it to yourself, mate, or at least to the one person. No, I totally agree with you. My issue with that game is, and it's the same with this one, man. I don't mind making my own mistakes if I'm on track or whatnot, but it's so fucking frustrating when things can be avoided. Like, people have like spun out, lost control, and then they just rejoin the track straight away, knowing that there's cars oncoming. They're just, the sole focus of them is to get on track and not lose any positions, rather than ruining somebody else's race. And that is the one thing I've always gone into ACC with, and even this sim to an extent.
So true,
just,
you know,
I just don't want to ruin anybody else's race, because I understand how much practice people put into it, and to a degree with ACC, you know, the setup work and that lot. For me to ruin somebody else's race when I have a mistake, I mean, you know, it happens sometimes, but I honestly think 90% of the time shit like that can be avoided. It's ridiculous. First time I never heard blood clot used as many times as you're on about that. So I've never used. Bless him. I've never heard blood clot used so many times in my life. Yeah, well, hopefully we won't have too many more of them moments.
Bro, like I've just learned that like it's hard, you know, because when it's like the normal kind of day-to-day races where you can sign up and do another one, it's like, man, all right, cool. Like, you just have to hold the L. But when it's like a special event and you've got somebody, like, you're lucky enough to have somebody like you in your team or Mike in the team where they build such a nice gap, you're comfortably leading a race, and then it gets completely, through no fault of your own, just demolished away from you. Oh, man, I can't tell you that. The pain, like, you can just feel like a sharp pain stabbing you, bro.
I can imagine.
It's nuts.
It's different, especially when you're in like a team of drivers, because you feel that kind of responsibility, don't you? That I don't particularly want to be the person that like folds this all in and let everybody down. It's a much bigger kind of weight on your shoulders. Even though like a wiser head, or, you know, somebody that's more experienced or whatnot would go, look, it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. We'll just take our time. Accidents will happen. And even with me knowing that information, I still don't want to be the idiot that lets everybody else down, you know. So when there's somebody else that's tagged you and done something stupid and let you down, your emotions do come out, and yeah, it can be funny for other people at the time, but at that moment in time, honest to God, they're kind of true emotions that come through. But yeah, I'm looking that I've not done too much endurance racing as such, so I've not really got the opportunity to let anybody else down other than myself, you know. So I'm definitely wanting to do that kind of thing, but I could only imagine leading something and then getting taken out, or when there's something like that. That's the thing I was going to ask you as well. Have you been it might be a sore subject. I'm not saying this like rub salt in your eyes, but have you heard anything about your Lemans victory at all?
Go again, Brooker JR, because you keep.
Hang on, I have to go with my lowest fucking voice ever here, mate. Did you hear anything about your no? I won't do that. Your Lemans race where you won. Have you heard anything since?
No, bro. So we're still waiting for the trophies because essentially, the organizer obviously took like membership or entry fees for everybody to take part in it and for them to do certain things like hire a broadcast team, etc., etc.
Mm-hmm.
And then also they are sponsored by a timber, like I think they're like a timber supplier, so they supply timber and they do certain things with woods. And there was these really unique trophies that we're supposed to get as part of the Le Mans. The trophies actually shaped in the shape of the Le Mans circuit, which is really cool.
Yeah, I like that.
But what's happened apparently, there's been some sort of bust up between the supplier and the manufacturer in terms of the supply of the trophies. So there's like, I think a few of them in hand that have been built, but then there's certain other people that haven't got theirs yet. And basically there's like, I don't know, some sort of silence between the distributor and the supplier. So it's annoying for us because obviously we done the hard bit of winning a Le Mans 24 hours.
No, you've paid to enter that, so you've covered the cost essentially of a broadcast being done and the rest of it. You've paid for the cost of essentially the trophy being there. So regardless of it being a distributor or anything else, then make another fucking trophy. Do it. Go to somebody else different. You don't. I guarantee you, the people that haven't received the trophy would not mind a different kind of trophy in a different style as long as it, it said what they won it for, kind of thing. Obviously, it's got just a normal trophy, not in the shape of the man's fair. It's something completely else because there's a lot of money that's gone somewhere that obviously hasn't gone to where it's meant to be. Which I mean, in respect to he's paid the broadcast or they paid the broadcast team, that's fine, that's fair enough. But where's the money that covered the trophies if people haven't received the trophies? It's it's weird for me.
Yeah, bro, like we're in exactly the same. Well, I'm at that point where I'm just like,
are you giving up then? So you're like, yeah, I'll just have a piece of paper, certificate or something. I see Mike every now and again, like this guy, man, this bloody guy.
Yeah, no, Mike's always had like a love-hate relationship with the organizer of the event, but it's annoying because on top of that, the same organizers were supposed to do like an official 12 hours of Nürburgring or 24-hour race of Nürburgring, and of course, none of us are going to sign up for it until this situation with the trophy gets sorted. So it's just a bit of everyone basically loses out until it gets resolved.
Hang on, is he doing more? Are they doing more events? This people like they're doing more events.
Yeah, they're supposed to, bro. But they've even come out and basically said that they don't feel right about like doing more until they get this whole trophy malarkey sorted, bro.
So they fucking shouldn't as well. There's some funds not gone to where it's meant to be. Even if they like haven't got these trophies, so they haven't paid for them because they haven't had the distributor or this. Like, I don't kind of agree that they've already paid the distributor of these trophies and then they haven't received any because they'd get the money back that they haven't received. You're not just going to pay someone for nothing, right? So they'd have them back. Just get you a different trophy. Shit, there's like 20 fucking trophy sculptures in the city of York that I live in, bro. That just would like engrave on a random bloody trophy or whatnot. Just get it sent off, man. It's ridiculous. It doesn't look good on their part, man, and it doesn't look good if you're off on holiday afterwards and the rest of the shit. And there's monies that should be replaced somewhere. If I was you, or if I was in your boots and I would have done that already, I would have written it off as it's not going to happen. And then the worst thing that can happen is you get a nice surprise one day and you've got a trophy there. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't look good. And it doesn't look.
It's not a professional look at all for them, man. That's
no, it doesn't look good. The fact that even if if they put on any other events or any other special events, and this shit isn't cleared up, man. And I feel that way, and I'm not even the one that entered the fucking thing.
This is the thing, bro. Like, and it was such. It's the amount of time and effort that we spent really preparing for
everybody does. It's a 24-hour race, man. People's lives. Shit, you could have gone out to the theme park or, spent the day with the kids or whatever it is Mike does with kites on a Thursday. He could have you could do anything, man. You could have done anything. But no, you chose the time to take part in somebody's race, which is... It is essential that people sign up to this thing to make events like this happen. So these people that have put this event on need to respect the fact that there's people's lives and time that have gone. Yes, it's our hobby. Yes, it's something we want to do. But I can't just rock out with my cock out at a 24-hour event. I need to organise these things way in advance.
True.
I need to make sure that I've got time sorted. I've got baby bottles done. Everyone's good my end before I can jump in that. And then I guarantee you, it's the same for a lot of the guys on the grids that they need to take time out and to organise this thing. So the least they could do is at least be honest with people. But from the sounds of it, from my perspective, is a lot of people have been ghosted for a long time with very little information, and then the information you've got it's kind of a cop-out, really, because even if that is the case, then they should have got someone else making the trophies for them, even if it's just local and there's a little cup on the top that says, you finished P1, Lemans, virtual, whatever it is. Just get it fucking done, man. I mean, how much was the entry, Dens? If you don't mind me asking.
I think it was like £15 per team.
Per team, right, that's not too bad then, but how many teams were they that entered that event?
Bro, there was lots. I think on average there must have been like between 40 to 50 teams.
Shit the bed, man. So you're looking at like £600-700, aren't you? British pounds for the amount of people that came in. Easy. That's a good whack of a week's wage, that is. And trust me, that's more than a week's wage for a lot of people. I was on 200-300 quid back in the day, so that's quite a lot of money, especially to fork out for that sort of thing. They need to pull their ass out, and if I was you, I wouldn't enter any event that they do if that's the kind of treat. What are you going to do? Win the next event and then end up in the same fucking boat? Like,
no trophy.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. Like, if we're going to do that, we might as well just do the official like iRacing special events, because at least you don't get a trophy for them, but you get the I rating, and on top of that, you get the actual safety rating.
Right.
Whereas with these events, because they're not official like iRacing sanctioned events, it's just like a community race. So, you do it, but you don't actually gain any I rating or any safety rating. So,
all right. So you're not only being kicked in the nuts by wasting 24 hours of your time. You've not gained anything for it. You're literally out of a trophy. Jesus Christ! No wonder Mike is the way he is. Yo, Brooker, how's it doing?
Yeah, no, but I can see why Mike's is checked out, honestly. But it's a shitty situation in terms of there's not much we could really do other than continue putting pressure on them until something gives.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to take something like that to actually chase it up. But after a while, you kind of lose the will to fucking live, Mikey. So yeah, I can totally understand where you're coming from. It's just a shame. I mean, take the trophy aside, it's a lot of people that put in a lot of effort and a lot of time to do that sort of thing. People are up all fucking night. People, even what is it? Holy shit! How many laps did Harvey put in to do that thing?
Oh, Harvey is nuts, man. That guy is a real like. We always kind of troll him in the chat.
Hey, I know, I'm right up there with you with the trolling bit, but Jesus Christ, I've got to take my hat off to that guy. He put in some stellar laps, man, and he even got quite up to pace, didn't he? I think, by judging by what everyone was saying, he wasn't too far off, being right up there.
Like he impressed Mike so much. Mike actually wanted to consider him for the Spa entry we did not too long ago. So and this is the thing, if you see people actually taking the time out to practice and put, blood, sweat, tears, energy into it, you have to reward them, and you have to give them the opportunity, because
that's the only way people grow, isn't it? Being part of maybe a better team, being part of a better outfit, they kind of learn the ropes with that. I mean, it's a lot of pressure to put on somebody, but you don't get better by playing like snooker unless you're playing better fucking people and like analysing kind of what they're doing. I know Mikey went out with him at Spa, and at the end, I think Harvey was managing to keep up with someone like Mike, which was
true. That was actually a funny thing as well, because Mike went to lap the sister car, and then Harvey just was not, even though we had even agreed liveries, so it would have been really obvious to him it was a sister car. Harvey still wasn't giving it up, just from the pride aspect of trying to keep up with Mike. So fair play to him. He didn't take us out, so it was a pretty good laugh at the time.
Bless him. Good man. I like anybody that puts in the time and the effort, especially what he did himself no favours in the Mandem by posting links where he's on the track driving other cars into walls and stuff like that, and then going, "How's this my fault?" And it's like, hang on a minute, that's not quite how to look at it. But the guy put in so much fucking work and so much time, man, and managed to get up to sort of pace, and he's going to learn so much from that experience. So just hats off to you guys for letting him run behind you, letting him run the ghost and stuff like that. It makes all the difference having people like that to kind of mentor you in that perspective.
That's the thing as well, JR, man. We have to learn from someone, and bro, I was learning from you at one stage. I remember the console days, bro, on Symphony of Pistons, signing up on a PlayStation 4, Discord, entering into the race on Discord.
Oh, the glory days, PlayStation, for me, mate. The glory days. Jesus
Man, it was so
Christ.
simple back then. No overlays or stream labs. Just used to slap the PlayStation 4 and you just go. And
Yeah.
that's the thing, man. Like I learned so much from you in the early days, just racing lines, tactics, racecraft, and that stuff. And it still transports itself in all the other sims, iRacing, all the other stuff we do.
Well,
So
I think it helped when when we did get put in a league together or when we were on track. There wasn't really much in it, to be fair, with being where we were on the actual track. But as soon as it came to being on a PC, the fucking G29 just took a crap, man. It wasn't anything like it should have been. I think this Phonetic's almost like a cheating device. I really do. And when I'm on
Bro.
when I'm on the G29 on this particular game, when I'm sliding, I'm not feeling it, and I get a visual sort of indication that it's happening. With this thing though, when it's sliding, it's almost like auto-correcting itself. Don't get me wrong, you have to put some input in there once you start feeling it, but it's so easy to have this car or whatever car you are at the yaw angle of like slip and keep it there. With a G29 it would just go straight fucking around, but these DD wheels for some reason manage to kind of keep you there. It's still very possible, as you'll see from if you watch my replay, to lose it, but I think these things are obviously, I don't know, there's definitely some sort of cheating involved when it comes to keeping the car sideways with one of these things. It's much easier to do. Whether you're just getting more information and it's holding it there, I don't know what it is, but it's there's a different
But bro,
ballgame.
it's a prop to you as well, man, because you've had to go through the adaptation, of going from, kind of like a more entry level kind of piece of equipment to something that's like it's actually very, very, very decent in terms of the bang for buck it gives you, and it's one thing kind of having the expensive gear, but it's being able to have the skill to, manage the information, if you're getting that kind of slide, how to correct it, kind of how much like steering input you could put in, how much can you really brake before you lock the fronts up and get that kind of judder.
There's a lot of information travelling through it. I think the thing that does my head in about this game is I feel like I can go 10 seconds a lap quicker than what I'm actually doing. It's just the car's not letting me do it. There's a limitation somewhere in there where I'm probably just overdriving the actual car. I was looking at a lap earlier on. Brooker's doing radicals at shit the bed Bathurst, right? And he's on his lap and he looks like he's going absolutely rapid and he's like a 201, 202. Then I watched this hot lap video and the guy looks like he's like driving Miss fucking Daisy. Doesn't look like he's doing anything particularly special at all, mate. It looks like he's going slow through the corners. Looks like he's not carrying a lot of speed. Then he comes across the line and he's under 2 fucking minutes. It's like, what? How the lap just doesn't look like that to me, and that's the same with like ACC. I feel like I'm going 1,000 miles per hour, and I'll be a second or two off the aliens, and I'll watch their laps when they're doing like the Twitch or the YouTube and that lot, and it's like they're driving Miss Daisy. They're just not pushing whatsoever. There is definitely something I'm missing with it. It'd be interesting to see. Obviously, I need to kind of get set up for 7 days. That's going to be on in the next half an hour. But yeah, for those that are joining late or whatnot, AMG Denz has been taking me around this track. He's definitely opened my eyes up to a few things. I would like to point out to everyone that my lap time was decent for a first run, but I was running a Daytona setup as well. So I think my dog get my own work, and I've got a doctor's note too. So they're my 3 excuses, 3 racing driver excuses at least. So. Oh, you've got a 205 flat now. I knew you'd pick up, man. That must be good enough to battle up towards the front for podiums now, Brooker. Smashing it, man. Listen, I'd like to thank Denz for popping in today to give me the time and give me some inside information too. Big shout out to Denz also for sending me over some setups to try. Even though that I completely ignored his advice and put on a Daytona setup, I still like to thank Denz.
Bro, I'm gonna have to call you Daytona JR from now on.
Yeah, I know, mate. That's going to be a running fucking meme for a little bit. Watch it. I'll get on tomorrow, mate, and I'll be like fucking 2 minutes 5 or something with the actual setup on. I'll be having to use this Daytona setup again. You should try it, mate. I bet you'll be doing 52s or something with Daytona setup. I don't know what it is, man, but yeah, everyone in the chat, click the link in the description, go check out AMG Denz's channel and hit the subscribe button on there. You will not be disappointed if you're into racing, you're into having a good giggle. He is hilarious. So much like Brooker, all I do is come into the chat and try and put him off as much as possible by making him laugh. That is my whole gig. So big thank you to Denz. Thank you, my friend, for popping in. I appreciate it, bro.
Oh, bro, no worries at all, man. Anytime. And this is like the great thing, man. We got a great like community of everyone in here together, pushing each other to get faster. That's just the aim of the game, man. It makes it so much more enjoyable, and I learned so much from you guys as well, man. So thank you as well for having me on, and just to everybody as well. Big shout out to Brooker, big shout out to Six as well.
Yeah, well, absolute nonsense. Big thank you to you. You're the star of the show today for coming in. I really appreciate it, brother. And obviously, any time and any information I get from there is it's a blessing for me. But just know this: by the end of the week, I'm coming for your times, man. I'm coming for you with a hood on. I'm coming. Big love to everybody in the chat. 60 players, always a massive legend. Make sure you tune in to Brooker Stream. I'm sure I'll be racing soon. I'm going to do some zombies with Space. Obviously, massive shout out to Dance as well, man. Thank you very much. Brooker Gaming, who's always a legend, who's managed to knock nearly 2 seconds off his lap time at Bathurst. So I'll be interested to watch that when it comes up, man. Big love, dude. The drunk gamer that came in too, I'm sorry I kind of ignored that, but I was having a mad conversation about trophies there, so I apologise. The track, I've completely changed it up. We're doing Lemans this week. I saw you at Lemans actually on Gran Turismo. Lemans in the GT3s and the GTEs, so we'll have a lot of racing to do this week. I bought the track a couple of hours ago, and I'm just trying to get up to pace with it a little bit. So yeah, I'm sorry I missed the comment that come through. If I'm missing anyone, I know Coms came in as well, man. Coops came in, and Carlo too. I absolutely love you boys. Thank you very much. Big love to Space, who I'll be on track with very shortly. On track? Killing zombies with very shortly. Mark Rave, who's a legend that actually bullied me into getting the GTE class as well. So big love for you to making me spend £22 today. I appreciate it. If I'm missing anyone else, S-Mac as well. The Aussie legend. GT Jamie that popped in. What an absolute guy. And I know Shane Clips came in too, and Wolfie. I appreciate every single one of you guys, and have a beautiful rest of your day. I'll be back in the next half hour. Paul sneaking in there at the end. I didn't realise you were there. You were the worst voyeur ever, honest to God. You kind of get a sense that you're there, but I never see you in the chat, so it's difficult to point out and say I love you too, man. But big love there. Big love, Paul. Thank you very much. Big love to everyone else. I'll be back in half an hour's time, killing zombies, taking names, and checking out a little bit of racing. Big love to you all, guys, and take care of yourselves, take care of each other. Peace and love. Make sure you jump in half an hour's time.